Hello everybody, welcome to the United Stand. We're live again, hopefully, for our PSG versus Manchester United watch-along. Massive night for Manchester United. I hope you're very excited about it. I certainly am. Team news should be in as well. And look, just want a big shout out to Boohoo Man as well, sponsoring the watch-along for us tonight. PSG against Manchester United. As you can see, I'm modelling some of their fantastic, I nearly said underwear, menswear, from Boohoo Man. Link in the video description, and you can get an exclusive 40% off with Boohoo Man through the United Stand exclusively. Just use the checkout code United Stand through the link in the video description, and you can get yourself some smashing clobber like us as well. Model Bridge, exactly, says Shub. But look, without further ado, let's get on with what really matters, and that is the Manchester United team news, which I haven't seen myself yet. So let's have a look at what it is, and we can take it from there. It normally is out by now, so I assume it is out now. It isn't out yet, which is, well, that is a surprise, because I mean, it normally does come out an hour and a bit before kickoff. So we've gone live a little bit early. It don't matter. It don't matter. No, it don't matter. It's absolutely fine. We can do that. We've got lots to talk about. We got loads to talk about. Don't worry about that. So let's get that sorted. Pull that up there as well. 10 minutes. It comes out at 7 o'clock then. Well, this is the thing. We're not used to Champions League as Manchester United fans. I've got me lucky pyjamas on. These worked a treat against Newcastle. They'll be back on again. Well, they are back on again. But look, yeah, we're not used to this. Champions League, Europa League, it always comes out an hour and a quarter before the kickoff. So we can sit back and chill. I mean, look, this is the team I've gone with on the left. It's not the team I said this morning. Obviously, I think the team this morning, I wanted to see us playing a back four with two holding midfielders. I'd love to see Telles, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Matic and Fred, and then Van der Beek, Bruno, Rashford with Martial up front. But I think we're going to see this. I think we'll see Lindelof in the centre of a three. I think we'll see Scott McTominay right-sided centre-back with Luke Shaw left-sided centre-back. Telles, Wan-Bissaka, Matic holding, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Martial. I cannot think of an opportunity. I cannot see I cannot see him not starting Paul Pogba. There is talk of Henderson starting. Look, I know that's going to excite a lot of people, but to be honest with you, I've never been a big fan of this. I don't think it's the way to go. I think that David De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world. And that to me is the most, you play your best goalkeeper. So, and I agree with Sufyan. I think that we're Manchester United, not a charity, and I like to say these things before the game, because if Henderson has a worldie, then everyone will say you got it wrong. But I didn't get it wrong. I don't get my opinion wrong. You don't get your opinion wrong. And David De Gea to me is sorry, not the best goalkeeper in the world, is the best goalkeeper at Manchester United. He proved that against Newcastle. He won his 3 points at Newcastle. And some pre-arranged agreement that Henderson's playing in the Champions League and De Gea's playing in the Premier League, to me that's idiotic. That's a bit like saying, Bruno, you're the penalty taker in the Premier League, but Cavani, you're the taker in the Champions League. Grow a pair. Pick your best. Stop being fair and pick your best. If we want to be the best, you've got to be ruthless. And I don't think it's ruthless saying, Dean, you're going to play in the Champions League, and David, you're going to play in the Premier League. I think it's half and half. I've never known a top club do this with goalkeepers before, where the Champions League and the Premier League, they're the creme de la creme. I'm going to speak a lot of French tonight. They are the creme de la creme tournaments. You don't share it. And also, what does that do for your defence? Oh, last Tuesday I had De Gea in goal. Now I've got Henderson in goal. So it doesn't make any sense for me to do that. But I know it will excite a lot of you. Of course it will. And that's absolutely up to you. But team news is out, apparently. I don't think it is, but it could be. Let's have a look. No, it's obviously not going to come out until 7 o'clock, which is right. It will be coming out at 7 o'clock. So yeah, look, I'm very excited about tonight. I think we all are. I think we're facing a game that anybody's going to struggle. I think the great thing about this game is that if Liverpool were playing PSG, if Manchester United are playing PSG, if Man City are playing PSG. It's a very, very difficult game for anybody. So it's a very, very difficult game for us, and we need to acknowledge that. Of course we do. So I'm excited about it. I think we've got the right. Hopefully we've got the right attitude. Hopefully we've got the right focus. So look, I've had a team sent to me here. De Gea in goal. Lindelof, Martial, Rashford, Fred, Bruno, Shaw, Telles, Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzebe, McTominay. So that would be, if this is correct, and this is only a leaked thing, De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka right back, Lindelof, Luke Shaw, Telles, and Tuanzebe as a back five, with Bruno, Fred, McTominay, Martial, and Bruno, Fred, McTominay. How does that work then? McTominay, I can't figure this out because the way they've done it. Yeah, Rashford and Martial up front. So yeah, it would be the similar team to my team, apart from McTominay plays where Matic does and Tuanzebe comes into the team. I mean, it's not, at the end of the day, it's not a bad side, that isn't. It's not a bad side if that is the team, but this is a leaked team I've just been sent, so I don't know whether it's true. No Van der Beek, no Pogba, no Matic, if that's true. And De Gea would be in goal. So it'd be very similar to that team there, apart from McTominay moves to where Matic is. Fred comes in for Pogba, and Tuanzebe plays where McTominay is. But apart from that, it would be a back five, which I think we all thought a back five was going to happen, didn't we? So what's wrong with Ollie, says Rakib. Simon P just tweeted it, apparently. Let's have a look. Simon Peach. Okay, so yeah, De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Tuanzebe, Shaw, Telles, Fred, McTominay, Bruno, Rashford, and Martial. So yeah, that is quite a surprising lineup. Pogba dropped again. I am surprised at that, but I actually think it's the right decision. The only thing I would say about this is that I thought that he would play Pogba because it's Paris. It's Paris. Love the new animation for the team preview, says Owen Don. Thanks for the super chat, everybody. Right, so let me sort you this team out, because now that was a predicted team on the left, and obviously we need to get this right. So there is no Paul Pogba in the team. Let's take him out. There is Lindelof. McTominay is in the team, but he's going to be playing where Matic is. So let's put that there. There is no Matic. There is a Wan-Bissaka. Let's start from the bottom. Fred's in the team. Let's move Fred to... And I think the way we're going to line up is like that. Bruno, you're going to be more like that. Dan James, Romero, no. Luke Shaw, yes. Odion, no. Dean Henderson, no. Telles, yes. Wan-Bissaka, yes. No Nemanja Matic. No Donny van der Beek. Yes to Axel Tuanzebe. Let's drop you in. You're going to be playing there, mates. I mean, he's played next to no football, Axel Tuanzebe, which is the really interesting thing. Scott McTominay there. And that, effectively, let me move this, is your team. That's right, isn't it? Martial and Rashford up front. Bruno in behind them. McTominay and Fred. Telles, Wan-Bissaka as your fullbacks. Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Tuanzebe, and David De Gea. I gotta say, McTominay is a CDM, God help us, says Rudy Cox. I gotta say, I'm happy with that team, and I know there's going to be a lot of controversy here. And again, I said it in the preview. Whatever Ollie's team was going to be, we were not going to be happy. The people were not going to be happy about it. But to be honest with you, look, even Ricky's not going to be happy. He's going to go, where's Mata? Where's Mata and Dan James? I can't bloody believe it. He's going to take his chunks off and chuck them in the sea. You can kiss that. You can piss off, Ollie. But no, I think he's got this team right. I think he has got this team right. We all expected a back five. I said this morning, personally, I would have gone with a back four and two holding midfielders, but that would have meant either playing Lindelof and Tuanzebe or Luke Shaw and Tuanzebe. Luke Shaw and Lindelof. So he's gone with the safety in numbers at the back. Martial and Rashford on the break with their pace and Bruno to feed them isn't a bad idea. McTominay and Fred are basically going to be workhorses defending. Love the blue Champions League visuals, Mark, says Omar Diaz. Well, big shout out to Drawty for that. And obviously Tellez makes his debut, which is exciting. Wan-Bissaka, he's going to have to provide the rights as well. We'll have a look at the PSG lineup in a minute. Massive chance for Tuanzebe to make a claim at centre-back, says Matt MUFC. And Pogba is my favourite player at United, but good to see he's dropped a couple of games because he's not playing well. And seeing he's still happy tells me he knows he's not playing well, says KK Chino. Look, if I'm absolutely honest with you, Paul Pogba shouldn't play in this game. But if he had been playing, I would have been happy, because I think there was a sentimentality issue here where you go, look, it's Paul Pogba. It's in Paris. It's a big, massive game. He was a big part of why we got in the Champions League in those last few games of the season. So I would have not been disappointed if Pogba had started, but he's not started. And I think it's the right message from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer again. So I think that's a good thing. A bit disappointed that Donny van der Beek's playing, but I think it's a system thing. He wants two holding midfielders. Quite surprised that Matic isn't playing, because Matic didn't play against Newcastle, which to me I thought would be why he was playing today. Is this Bruno's first Champions League game, says United? I'm not too sure about that. What was the point in buying Donny? How don't he start? Absolutely baffles me. Literally only plays in the Mickey Mouse games and it's unfair, says Sean Negative Turner. But look, if you'd said to me that Matic, Pogba and Van der Beek were not going to start, I would have said, wow. I mean, honestly, I would pick Matic over McTominay. I would. I think Fred's mobility is really important, and I'm glad that Fred's playing. And somebody just said there, why Fred over Donny van der Beek, says Raven? Because I think it's a different job, isn't it? Fred's going to really be playing a defensive game today. Our bench is strong, Mark, says Michael Southcombe. And I mean, where do you sit on this as fans? Are you happy with that team? Do you think it's a good team? Do you think he's made the right decisions? What are your thoughts on it? Because ultimately, I don't think he could please anybody today. So let's have a look at the PSG side if they've put it out. Haven't seen the PSG side. Let me have a look. Does anybody know the PSG side? Because I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh, I can now. It's on the United Stand Twitter. United Stand MUFC. See. Good. Okay. So the PSG side is Navas, Florenzini, Kembempe, Diallo, Kurzawa, Danilo, Idrissa Gueye, Ander Herrera, Di Maria, Neymar and Mbappe. So no Marquinhos. I didn't know he was injured. So you can get at that back four. And Idrissa Gueye and Herrera, I mean, one of them used to play for Everton and one was a Man United player, so we can get at them. Their dangers are Di Maria, Neymar and Mbappe, and that is why Manchester United are probably playing the way that they are playing with a back five. But I think we can hurt this team. I think it's a massive opportunity, and I think with our bench is strong, Mark, says Michael Southcombe. I think with what was I going to say? With Bruno as captain as well, are we going to go to sleep on that? I think that's an opportunity. Excited to see what Tellez will do. Shaw needs to stay sharp throughout the match. He switches off in the final third, says Enzo. Don't like the team at all. Matic should be third on the team list behind De Gea and Bruno, in my opinion. And I think Donny deserves to start, says Sean. I do agree with Sean on that, by the way. Glad to see Bruno as captain. Hopefully we don't see Maguire as captain ever again, says Joel Morris. And also, Tuanzebe is to stop Mbappe, I think. I mean, look, Per-Erik Klaassen says that. I've got to say, we've got to talk about Tuanzebe for a moment. He's not played in a year. He's barely played an under-23 game. And he's going into an away game in Paris against Kylian Mbappe and Neymar. What a night for him. McTominay in the Champions League knockouts. I like McTominay's, but he's not even Europa League quality, says Ellis O'Sullivan. I'm happy with the team except for the no Matic part. Do not understand Ollie's obsession with Scott. He better put in a top performance today, says Tejas. The thing is, he will take Fred off before McSauce, says Ewan Black. And no Greenwood. How can you leave out the best 19-year-old in the world, says Kyle. Well, we knew that yesterday. And I was expecting the midfield to be Matic, Fred and Bruno, says Vignesh. And I think a lot of people are talking about that one. And I'm right, and it's right. I was expecting to see that. I was expecting to see Matic in the midfield. So look, I'm not totally unhappy. But maybe Matic, maybe Matic is carrying an injury. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Ricky would agree with me on that one. But look, I'm very excited about the game. We are not in the Champions League just to turn up and play our parts. We're there to go out there and get a result, and I expect a result. I mean, look, a few people saying that Matic not too slow for PSG, and maybe Ollie is thinking. I mean, look, I would have played a different team. I said that this morning. I'm not going to change on what I would have done. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is manager of Manchester United, and he's gone with this team. And I think also he is looking at pace. Tuanzebe's in the team, Fred's in the team, McTominay's in the team. They're more mobile than Nemanja Matic. Rashford and Martial for the break. Bruno as the captain. No Pogba, which I think is the right but wrong decision, if that makes sense. I wouldn't have played him, but I was surprised he hasn't played him, so he's going to get pelters for that. And I think Donny van der Beek is very unlucky, but you could say the same about Mata. Flex, can you hear me?
Yo, yeah, I can hear you, man.
Good. Let me just do these super chats. I like the idea of keeping it tight and conservative and then use our bench to cause damage, says Vignesh. Does Ollie not trust Matic anymore, says Varane. And just one injury forced change to formation and team selection. Board really screwed us on transfers. Matic, Pogba, Van der Beek probably start otherwise, says E-Mod A. And we can have 5 subs, Mark, says Shisha. So, Flex, what's your thought on the team?
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said there, really. There's no surprise in the shape.
Quiet.
Sorry, hold on a minute. Let me turn it up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I turned it down because people normally say it's too loud. I'll leave it where it is. Axel Tuanzebe coming in is a bit of a worry because he hasn't played a lot of football in a long time, and to come into such a big game. But his pace can be very useful considering we weren't really blessed in that area, especially without Maguire there as well today. Bailly injured as well, so I get why he's had to do that. And just as what you was talking about the mobility point of view, I agree with that. I can see why he's gone with McTominay and Fred. Matic, for me, does have a bit over Scott in terms of the calmness in terms of how to use the football. But in terms of combative skills and mobility and getting about the pitch and being nasty, along with Fred, I think Ollie's gone with that. And Van der Beek, look, I want him to start a lot more games, and I said he should have started against Newcastle as well. But in this shape, there's only going to be space for a number 10 like that because you're playing 2 up front and then 2 holding midfield. So it's always going to be Bruno. Like, we know what it is with Bruno right now. He just can't be left out, unfortunately. Because really, where does Van der Beek play in that lineup? For me, a lot of people are talking about, why can't he play where Fred is or where McTominay is? But I just don't see him as a deep line midfielder like that. And I think he'll be wasted there. That'll be, if he starts playing there within a few games, we'll be saying Donny needs to play higher up the pitch and we get the best out of him higher up. So unless it's when we play the 4-2-3-1 and he can play on the left, or we can play the 10 and Bruno can play out on the left, or play where Matt plays on the right or in the 10 or whatever, I can see why Donny van der Beek's not starting in this game. And really, the Pogba situation, yeah, you're right in terms of it's the right, but it's the wrong decision. Pogba going back to Paris in front of his mates, might have enjoyed the game. But with what Ollie's trying to do, especially based off the Newcastle game, and I know it's a completely different context, but the principle's still there. He's trying to make us solid. He's trying to make us disciplined and give us a platform to play. So there's only space for 2 in there, and I can see why it isn't Pogba. And hopefully we just give a good platform to play off, and then you bring in the likes of a Pogba to open them up once we've got some foundations. And excited to see Telles as well. I think that would be good too.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting in that sense. I would try McTominay at centre-back, says Jordan Harrison, but we don't need to do that. Mark,
Yeah,
if
we
David
don't.
Moyes was the GOAT, our manager, we would smash PSG just like you smashed the desk, says David Moyes is the GOAT. Fred and McTominay were amazing against PSG in 2019, so maybe he's going for tenacity and speed to combat Herrera and Idrissa Gueye in the midfield, says Man United list. Keep it tight till the 65th, 70th minute, then change the shape, bring on the flair players and go for it, says Vignesh. And the problem with this is that it's too defensive. If they manage to break this defence, Ollie will have to make changes fast to come back into the game, says Tejas. And so if Ollie wasn't saving players for this game against Newcastle, why didn't Pogba, Matic or Donny play against Newcastle? Very worrying, says Sean Negative Turner. And I think just on that, Flex, it's very clear that Pogba's been dropped and Matic has been dropped. I think some
100%.
people felt that they'd been left out for this game. And Viper says, I think Van der Beek should have started this game. Just to come back on what Flex said there, I agree with Flex. I think the problem with Van der Beek is there's only one place he can play in this team, and that's Bruno. It's a formation problem. If we were playing the same system as Newcastle, you could play Van der Beek where Dan James is, or where Bruno is, or where Mata is. But he can't play in the front two.
No.
He can play in the Bruno role. You're not going to drop Bruno. He can't play. Fred and McTominay are basically going to be holding hands with Lindelof and Tuanzebe. That's not where you want Van der Beek. It's a system thing. We're very defensive today.
Yeah, 100%, and I think that's how you got to look at it from a footballing reason perspective. We all want to see Van der Beek play, but like I always say, it's not FIFA. You can't just shoehorn players in because they got the best stats, and that you've got to have a balance. And to be fair, you have to rate Ollie with this. He has got a balance there. I don't think you can criticise him too much for going with the 5 at the back. We've done it against all the big teams. We've done it when we last played them. And that's what he does in the big games, especially and more so with the players that we've even got available. Yeah. You're not gonna play Lindelof and Tuanzebe just as a 2. Haven't played together all year. Tuanzebe hasn't played in ages. You want that protection in there. And yes, Harry Maguire, people might say him against Neymar is a frightening sight, or him against Mbappe is a frightening sight, but he's still the main centre back and he's not there. So to Ollie or to the team, they've got to fill that void. And Luke Shaw is a left centre back. I really like him in it, and I think that will allow. This is actually perfect for Tellez. I'm going to be really interested to see how he gets on, because this is actually perfect for him to give that width. He's more aggressive than Luke Shaw from what I've seen from watching him. He's more aggressive than Luke Shaw in terms of lungs. He's quicker than Luke Shaw, and he just really wants to get past the man and does want to whip balls in. He won't just naturally come inside, even though he's on his left side like Luke Shaw does. So I think that would be really good to see. And I just think it's about a containment. It's about staying in the game. Like I think someone said in the super chat there, stay in the game, be compact, stop their counters, stop them playing. Because like you said, that front three is obviously very good in Di Maria, Neymar and Mbappe. And give ourselves a platform to play off. Then you bring in your Pogbas in the 70th minute, 65th minute, if it's still 0-0, or better still, we're winning 1-0 or whatever.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think that, Ollie's made brave decisions. I mean, what's your general feeling about the team? Do you think, would you have done it any different? I mean, he's made big decisions again.
Change a lot. Yeah, the Pogba thing, like what you said, if I would have seen Pogba there next to Fred, I wouldn't have been, what's he doing? Why has he done that? Because if Pogba does show up and do what he needs, what we know he can do, he can play well in that position. But recently he hasn't. Let's just be real. Recently this season he hasn't. Came on against Newcastle, and people want to say it was a Pogba masterclass. It wasn't a Pogba masterclass. It was exactly, but it was the right time to use Paul Pogba, which is what we're saying. Right now, with the way Pogba's playing, with his lack of consistency, it's better that he comes into a team that's actually functioning and doing all right and is on the front foot and has made some foundations to play, than starting, because he started those first 3 games and obviously wasn't at it. So look, I'm not comparing the Newcastle game to this, but like I said before, the principles are the same. And he could have easily, it is a big shout from Ollie, because he could have kind of done the thing which I was thinking, which is kind of a bit of a diss to Pogba, leave him out. Paris didn't play against PSG when we were last there. He was in the stands, and he could have just gone for it and thought, you know what, Paul, go on, the stage is yours. PSG, you're playing against the best team in France. You're one of the biggest teams in England. These games are made for you. Go for it, son. I dropped you. He could have done that. He could have. And it could have worked. But the fact that he hasn't shows me that he just wants that guaranteed security, because it's a gamble doing that. I think with McTominay and Fred, after 60 minutes or 55 minutes, we might think, bloody hell, McTominay's giving it away here or whatever, bring on Pogba. You might say it, but in terms of the initial gamble, it's less of a gamble having them two in front of that back three for me.
I'm telling you, Fleck, we need to play Matic, Mata, and Martial.
Have you seen Ricky's flipping? He's just put. You might want to. I think you should listen to it and then maybe say what he said, because he's He just put a tweet out about a minute ago. There's boats in the background. He's living life, talking about...
I've seen that. He's having it. But look, yeah, I mean, Ricky won't give a shit about Matic and Mata at the moment because Martial's playing and he's on holiday. I'm relying on my faith today. Victor Iceman Lindelof to put in a masterclass, says Tejaz. Ollie said when asked why Van der Beek did not start after Newcastle game, he said something about keeping balance. So clearly you don't see him as a box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think when we play a more attacking way, then Van der Beek's got to start. Van der Beek, very unlucky, says Varane. If he's able to create chances in just 15 to 20 minutes of play, he should be able to do more if he starts. I feel bad for him. And it's not just what he did, it's the way he linked up with Bruno as well. So that it is
100%. A shame. But that's a system thing. Like you said, it's a system thing. He can play in a free. Like, he can play in a flat free. Like, when Bruno played for Portugal against France, they played a flat free and Bruno was to the right of that free. Like, Van der Beek could play there if we play just a simple free. But with a 10 and 2 sitting, you don't even want to see Van der Beek sitting. He'd be wasted.
Exactly. Imagine the scenes when Pellistri puts PSG away in the first game.
Look at that. Yeah, he's on the bench. One for the future, not for now. And, you know, he's in the match squad. He probably won't get off the bench, but it'll be Dan James, Mata or Pogba way before him. And Van der Beek, but so I don't think for 1 second he'll get on, but he's there.
Exactly. And that was from Christian Christopherson. Also, I'm relying... I've done that one on him as well. Sorry, they're all getting a bit mixed up here. Flex, if you think we're going to be on the front foot for this game, I think you have another thing coming, says Sam Peavy. But then again,
I didn't say we was.
What? But
I said keep combative and stay in the game.
Is it not possible that we could be considering? Yeah, Neymar, Di Maria, and Mbappe are fantastic. They've got no Verratti, they've got no Paredes. They're playing Idrissa Gueye and Ander Herrera in their midfield.
Exactly.
And their back four is not as strong. So, look, that is not PSG's best team.
No, it's not. And I do think we have to show intent. Like, we can't just sit camped in. Like I say about this formation, I know you always say you don't want to see this formation in normal games. This is a bit different. But like I always say, like, if it's coached right, this formation has won leagues. Conte played this formation and won the league. Like, this formation can be actually quite attacking. It just depends how you set it up. And
I don't like it though, Flex, if I'm honest.
Because it's too many defensive players on the pitch.
Well, I just don't like the back five. I think his default against any decent team, and we'll probably see it against Chelsea at the weekend, because Maguire won't be back. He'll do it again, and we're Manchester United in these very, very significant. Not significant. In these very particular circumstances, I can totally agree with why we've gone with a back five.
Yeah.
But what concerns me is he did it a lot last season, and at what point are you going to break out the champagne and have a go? I mean, look, let's be absolutely blunt. Greenwood's not there. Van der Beek and Pogba are not starting. That's three talented players that you can't fit into this system. You can't. So what are we going to do when we play Liverpool and Man City? Are we going to play a back five and not be able to play Van der Beek and Pogba again, or drop Bruno, and not play Greenwood? So I just think today he hasn't got enough centre-backs, and that's on the board, and he's gone with a back five. But realistically, you could have gone with a back four and put two CDMs in front of them and then found a place for Van der Beek or Pogba. And look, it's a bigger question. Tonight, I ain't got a problem with it, but there is a bigger question there as to, are we going to see the back five?
Can we do it? Yeah.
All the time. Will we play a back five when they come to Old Trafford? Because to me, that's inexcusable.
I think he will. Of course he will. The players are the same, especially if it works. If we have a good result here, then what? Everyone will be saying, why are you changing a good team, a team that got a result? If we nick a draw and it was a good performance, even if you lose and it was a decent performance and you lost by a bit of brilliance from Neymar or something, like, it would be justified. It's if we were absolute sitting ducks out there, then you could argue that. But I just think he doesn't trust us being expansive, which it might say more about Ollie than we think about himself and the squad. Do you know what I mean? He might think, I haven't got it like that yet. I haven't worked on it. I don't believe that these players are best suited to beat or get a result against PSG like that. I think we'll be too open. I don't trust us. So it shows a lot about where his thinking's at as well.
Big shout out to Boohooman, who are sponsoring the show today. I'm wearing some of their stuff, Goldbridge, as everybody knows. Link in the video description for it. Some fantastic items that you can get your hands on with a fantastic discount offer as well. 40% off exclusively for you in the Boohooman range. The link is in the video description. Make sure you use the code UnitedStand on checkout and you'll get an additional 40% off on those selected lines, which are on the link in the video description. So big shout out to Boohoo Man. Big discounts as well. I feel like a kid waiting to go on a roller coaster. I'm excited. Yes, I'm extremely nervous tonight. This could either go really great or really bad, says Tejastani. And Ollie will sit people down with this. Felt the same way when I saw the lineup against Newcastle. My manager, says Vader is dead. Yeah, I mean, look, the Newcastle one I reacted to a lot. I'm more relaxed about this one. I'm very much more relaxed about this one. I think we can get a result. I said 2-2 before, and I didn't even know PSG had a lot of players out. I think we can. The one position I've got to be absolutely honest on, because people are going to go, well, you're too relaxed. You normally have a stress about things. Well, I'm very happy that Bruno's captain. I'm very happy to see Martial back. I think Rashford did well at the weekend. I think Martial and Rashford can hurt that defence if we can get the ball to them. The player that worries me the most is Scott McTominay, not Axel Tuanzebe, because I think he's got a massive responsibility on his shoulders. And I don't actually think McTominay is better than Matic. And that's the only one that I'm a little bit worried about.
Yeah, he could have a stinker in there. Scott's
I don't think he played well against Newcastle, but some people think he did.
I think he was okay. I think he was steady. I don't think he stood out, and I don't think he was horrendous. But as just looking at how Man United have actually put that starting lineup out, and they've not put Bruno as a 10, they've put that as a free, just a straight midfield free.
I think he'll have to drop in there,
Yeah, so, it's going to be interesting to see. And you know what? The runs of Martial and Rashford are really key because, yes, Wan-Bissaka and Telles, it's their job to get forward and give that width. But they've got to offer. They've got to hit channels, like an old school kind of thing. Hit channels, get them turned, get PSG under pressure, because the only way that we're going to get something out of playing that and not just be sitting ducks and sitting in tight is movement. Do you know what I mean? Martial has to go and make runs in behind, and so does Rashford when the time's right. One goes, one stays, etc. Because you've got Bruno who can find you in there. So, and Telles, I've just got this feeling. I could be wrong, but I've just got this feeling that we're just going to see like Telles be just really aggressive. Like,
I'm very excited to see Telles. It's a debut, isn't it? And he is actually probably with Van der Beek, he actually is a signing that's good and one to be excited about. I'm really excited to see what he can offer for us. I think Ollie said making a point not playing Pogba after his comments about Madrid. If you want to leave, you don't get to play the best game, says Karim. And this is not a drill. Did you see that Cech has been added into Chelsea's Premier League 25-man squad? That's Stephen Tierney. That's how shit Kepa is, really.
That is banter, that is.
We're about 30 subscribers away from 877,000. So please subscribe if you're new, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. Lots of people tuning in. It's going to be obviously a very, very big night for Manchester United tonight. I'm sure not everybody's a Man United fan because this is the thing, Flex. This game tonight, and here he is on cue, Zayn Miassi. Mark, the Champions League is not the same without Arsenal. Come on, PSG, off to the cinema.
Mate, send the Super Chats on Thursday.
Arsenal have not been in the Champions League so long. The last time they were in it, the first year you weren't in it, my child was born. She's now off to university. So, you've not been in it for bloody ages, mate. But there will be a lot of people watching this game because it is, this is the great thing about being back in the Champions League. This is the pick of the week. This is, sometimes you look at it and you go, oh, it's Juventus against Bayern or whatever like this. It's Manchester United against PSG and the world is watching. This is the big game of the week.
It is. This is the biggest tie of today's fixtures as well. And like you said, this is where, if you get stuffed, you get bantered all over Twitter. And if you win, you don't hear anything from the rival fans because they have to sit down. Meanwhile, certain teams are playing on Thursdays or haven't played yet. So, yeah, you want to give a good account of ourselves. But I do want to, we've got to focus on us. And I just want to see us be competitive and give them a game. I don't want to see us sitting there like sitting ducks. Haven't had a shot on target all game. Not got in behind, not made their defence run back towards their goal, putting them under pressure. I don't want to see that. Like I said, I've got no problem with the team, but now it's the application of that. It's one thing picking a formation and setting out the players, but it's how they play. It's what instructions you're giving them. It's whether you're saying, literally sit back, I don't care, don't do anything for half an hour, sit back, make sure it's 0-0 after 30 minutes. Yeah. I don't want to see that. I want to see containment, but I also want to see pressing in the right areas. I want to see intensity. I want to see us actually trying to get a result instead of just trying to not lose. Do you know what I mean? But you have to remember as well, this isn't like the knockout game. That was an amazing game, and I was looking back over some videos about that, and it was great, the memories. But it's not the same thing. We don't have to win the game, if you get what I'm saying. You just need a positive result. It's a league. This is the toughest game probably in the groups. PSG away, then PSG at home would be the second hardest. So, you just gotta compete and stay in the game and give them something to think about for me.
Carson Badley says, score predictions, everybody. I'll get yours in a minute, Flex. And if we're playing back 5, then we should have Pogba in the team just because of passing range, as Chris Chattiana. Yeah, but where do you fit him in? That's the thing. We're talking, I was just looking on social media there because I find it very interesting. And people are saying, oh, Ollie's got no clue. Why is Van der Beek not starting? I mean, if you can't understand this.
Start in that shape? Like,
if you can't understand this, is what I'm on about. I mean, Ian Ramos says, do you think Van der Beek isn't playing because his agent was going on about him needing to start? And then fullbacks need to attack or else we're just parking the bus and that's embarrassing as a big club, says Aldap. And Mark and Fletch, which team is going to benefit more from the 5 sub rule tonight? We'll have a look at the bench in a minute, Kevin. That's a good point. I want score prediction as well. But look, all these people who are on social media, and this is just my opinion, I don't know what yours is, Flex, and everybody else, but all these people saying, Ollie's clueless, he's a PE teacher, not picking Pogba and Van der Beek. You're bloody clueless, because if you can't see that that's a tactical team setup, people moan about, oh, he's a PE teacher, he's got no tactics. He's picked a team where he can only play Bruno, and Ricky says it all the time. Sometimes you can only play Bruno, Pogba, or Van der Beek. Well, take your choice. Because I wouldn't have played that formation there, but that formation there can only have one 100%. Of Van der Beek, Mata, Bruno, or Pogba. You can play them all together in a different formation, but in that system there, you can't. You can't play Pogba as a CDM shielding the back 4, because that's what Fred and McTominay are doing. You can't play Van der Beek there, you can't play Bruno there, and you can't play Mata there.
Imagine what that midfield would look like, and I don't mean stats-wise and on paper because it would look amazing, but what it would look like functionality-wise if you played
this is a system. People moan that he hasn't got tactics, and then he picks a tactical team, and then they moan because the hypocrisy in our fan base. There are people out there.
Well, I'll just be waiting for it to be a bad result and a bad performance.
They'll be there going. They're there. One day they're saying he's got no tactics, and then he picks a tactical lineup, and he's an idiot for not picking Van der Beek. It's just like. I understand there are plenty of people in the live comments now who don't rate Ollie, and they might not be happy with certain team selections, and I respect that. But the people I don't respect are the people who just have an agenda and moan that he doesn't have any tactics. Then when he puts a tactical line out, moan up, I'm Pogba. Well, put Pogba in that team and you're dropping your captain. Simple as that. He can't play up front and he can't play holding midfield that deep, as many of you always say. And Van der Beek can't play up front and he can't play right wing back and he can't play CDM. There's one place for Pogba and Bruno in that formation. And I would have played a different formation, but in a tactical lineup like that, you can't get him in the team. You just can't.
Which is weird though, because this is what will be interesting is the subs that Ollie makes. Obviously, it depends on the scoreline and where we're at. But if it is set up as a flat 3 instead of the 10, then it does open up a bit more space for one of Pogba or Van der Beek to come into it. Do you know what I mean? Or a change of shape. Not halfway through the game, but at a different point during the game, it would do that. So, I think that's going to be interesting to see how Ollie sets them out, because that will give us an indication as to who would probably be first off the bench.
Well, United subs are Henderson, Fosu Mensah, Williams, Mata, Matic, Pogba, Van der Beek, James, Pellistri, and Ighalo. So, I mean, look, you can name loads of subs. I mean, Brandon Williams, Pellistri, Dan James. Well, I mean, Dan James might get used, but realistically, you can make 5 subs. So you've got Matic.
Oh, is there 5 subs still in the Champions League?
Apparently, yeah. So, and we are playing in the black and white kit, which worries me, but you're happy about that. But
I love that.
Matic, Pogba, Van der Beek. Those 3 players are very, very good players that can all come on. Yeah,
exactly. The bench isn't actually that bad. You look at the bench is key, actually, to be fair. The bench could really be key. And, it'll be people saying if Van der Beek does come on and do bits, it would almost make people say, that's why Ollie should have started. And when it wouldn't even necessarily mean that, because if we were steady before Van der Beek came on and it gave him the platform to play and he came on and done bits, then that's actually part of your tactical thing. Like, it isn't always as easy as saying you're undoing what you didn't do the first time. Do you get what I'm saying? I think there's that skeptical thing that, like, if a manager makes a sub and then that player comes on and does bits, you got it wrong because you didn't start him. Well, no, actually, what about weakening your opponent and then putting the killer blow in? That's a tactical stroke. Like, when you send on a sub and they do well, the manager should get the plaudits. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to. I don't like that whole. I think it's just too easy to do. In some situations, that's true, but I think I see it far too often when a player comes off the bench and then all of a sudden, it's your fault, Ollie. See, if you'd have done that from the start, we would have won 4-0 and wouldn't have needed to.
The way he did it on. I mean, I've watched that winning goal, the second goal of Bruno. I can't stop watching it. It's one of the best goals we've scored.
Great goal, yeah.
Absolutely magnificent. Welcome to the Members Club, AO Clement. Remember, you can do that by clicking the join button. You get your badge next to your name in the comments. Thanks everyone who's doing that. Click the join button, and thank you to AO Clement. Mark, Ollie has tactics. It's just wrong to say otherwise. Now, whether they are the right ones or not is valid, but you cannot say he doesn't have tactics, says Brad Lewis. Chatiana says, what about switching places? Play Pogba as a 10 and Fred as a CDM. Just because Bruno is more disciplined, we need passing range for counter-attack. And no complaints with Ollie tactically. This is max he could do. Pogba deserves to be dropped because he just does not work enough winning the ball back. And with PSG having a weekend, I actually think we have a chance today if Martial and Rashford are on it. I agree, Jacob Exemer. Hi, Mark. Can you give a shout out to my little brother, Corey? He isn't feeling well at the moment. Go United, sending love from Australia. Shout out to Corey from Amelia. Kazar there. Hope you're doing well, Corey. Hope United can... I think United might be able to deliver a result tonight. They might be able to. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. We're nearly at 877,000. Bottom right-hand corner to do that. And keep sharing. We've got nearly 40,000 watching, and we're still half an hour from kickoff. And we need... do you think Man United are being put down like their Newcastle going away to PSG, says Max Cunningham. I mean, just on Pogba there, I do also... I don't know what you think about this, but... he doesn't suit this game. He doesn't. There's no way you could play him that he suits this game. His style at the moment is, I think he stereotypically gets called languid, but his style is languid at the moment. I just don't feel he's match fit. The only reason I thought he was going to get picked tonight is because it's Paris. He's French. It's a massive game. I just thought Ollie would be tempted to do it. I think whether he's right or he's wrong, I think this is a big decision to not pick him again. I think it really is the jolt that I feel, some of these players need. Yeah,
it shows that Ollie is making some big decisions, albeit at the expense of, a player that we want to see the best of, man. Like, I just want Pogba to find form, play the best that he can play.
Well, it's going to hurt him. He's not playing in this game tonight.
This will 100%. And you know what? I want to open up this chat because I was speaking to Junior. Shout out Junior if he's listening. He'll be on the live stream after the game on the fan forum. And he said to me, because I said I don't think Pogba will start. I think Ollie will go with the traditional holding two in front of the three. And he was like, listen, man, I'm telling you, if Pogba doesn't start, he's gone. And he even messaged me after saying, like, when the team news come out, I said, I told you Pogba wouldn't start. He literally said he's gone. Because he was like, you can't tell me that Paul Pogba, one of the best midfielders in the world, going back to France, Paris, big game, playing for Man United, not starting. All right, Newcastle final, but you're not starting that. He'll be thinking, Ollie doesn't rate me, and that's the beginning of the end. So I don't know. I'm just kind of opening it out to what you think and what people in the comments think. Like, is this the beginning of the end for Pogba? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I think that. Enzo says, Mark, I think we will see a different, more improved and aggressive United tonight because Bruno is a vocal leader. I'm very excited to see what happens with that, Enzo. Octavio says, hi, Mark. McSauce worked really hard against Newcastle. I've got Fred as left CDM. Tellers on a Brazilian connection. Let's get it. And I don't like it one bit, but it shows us where we are as a team that we have to change our system to combat the opposition's strength. It is what it is, says Robbo FM. I think it's the beginning of the end for Pogba because Pogba thinks he's controlling the debate. Pogba thinks, I'm not going to sign a new contract. My dream move is Real Madrid. And I think maybe Pogba thought, I'm always going to get picked and I'll be off in the summer. And I think Ollie's gone, well, look, maybe you are off in the summer, but I don't have to pick you. So if you fancy a season on the bench, then fine, And I think what Ollie's looking for is commitment, isn't it? And whatever you think about Pogba, he's inconsistent. I like him, but he's inconsistent.
There. It's not. This isn't like we've started the season and Pogba's been nowhere to be seen.
No.
Like, Ollie persisted with him for 3 straight games.
Yeah.
3 straight games.
And we were poor.
Where we got battered.
We lost
really.
the
And to be fair, and just to give the other side of the argument.
So did Matic as well.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. To give the other side of the argument, where it could be the beginning of the end, the other side of the argument is actually a lot of players lost their place after Spurs. Yeah. Because, we went with the same team 3 times in a row and have 3 shit performances. So you can look at it like that, and Pogba's no different to those guys, and he has to kind of earn his spot back. And Ollie, as a manager, is entitled to challenge you to do that. But if the team plays well, so the Newcastle game, which is a bit different to the Chelsea game, I get, but the team played well, and Pogba come on and played his part. If it gets a good result tonight, then you can't argue, So he's got to fight his way back into the team from coming off the bench and playing his way into form. So it isn't just doom and gloom of, it's now going to be a fallout between Ollie and Pogba, like it was with the Jose situation, and you can tell that Jose was just leaving him out because he doesn't rate him and that. It's not that. I still think Ollie believes in Pogba. I just think he knows that in this moment, he's not the Pogba that he can rely on.
Tatiana says you could put Van der Beek as a 10 and CDM as Fred. By the way, you went buzzer. I'm Ollie in. I just want passing range for counter. Yeah, well, yeah. But Bruno can do the passing range. Did you not see the goal against Brighton? The goal at the weekend? He can hit a 40-yard pass. Said several times, Pogba has a hip and back problems from international break. Ollie said it during the Newcastle press conference, says Emod TA. Yes, but as we know, Ollie will play a player who is not fit. He did it at the weekend with Maguire, and now we haven't got him. What a lovely goal that is by Juventus.
Yeah, great goal. Yeah.
Maratta. But if Pogba was a player that Ollie wanted to play him at the moment. He's on the bench, for God's sake. Flex, Dani Ceballos has been better than Pogba, says Zayn Miasi. Well, look, here's one for you. Here's one for you. No Phil Jones. He could have been playing at centre back tonight. Apparently, he failed a late fitness test. Phil Jones. Ollie asked him.
Not even in the Premier League squad, mate.
No, Ollie asked him for some French toast, and he injured his tongue in the toaster.
No surprises there, man. Phil Jones, I don't know how many more times Ollie can keep repeating that same lie. Yeah, Phil's just injured. He's injured. He's not injured, mate. He's just trying to get rid of him, and he's sitting on 120 grand.
You're right. It's not even in the Premier League squad. If people didn't know that, Phil Jones and Romero have not even been named in the Premier League squad, let alone the Champions League. So that's 160k a week. That's
bad on Romero. That you try and tell me that Lee Grant is in the Premier League squad ahead of Romero. But
he just wants to go, doesn't he? I think again.
January.
Yeah. This is people who look. There's certain people out there who wouldn't give Ollie a drink of water if he was, thirsty. Like they just won't give him anything. But the reality is, it's a joke that Phil Jones and Romero are 160k combined a week, and we're not even going to use them. But it's not a joke, is it? Because Ollie's said no. I'm not using them. It's not my fault. It's not my fault you can't get a move.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we've tried to put out the let's be honest. I don't want to say the shit players. That's rude. The players that are surplus, yeah, we try to sell them, advertise them. People didn't want him. Not Romero included in that. I've got more respect for Romero than that. He's not in that kettle of fish. But they didn't want him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Rojo, nobody, I don't think, really came in for. Chris Smalling was the most prized asset. Pereira, we can only secure a loan, which actually, if we get 27 million euros because of the option to buy, that would actually be good business. Lingard, he ended up staying and kind of just, keep carrying on. Who else did we try and maybe... Phil Jones is another one. No one's really going to want him. Right. He doesn't really want to go because he's just happy to run the contract down. What's Ollie supposed to do? Put him in matchday squads and start using them? No, you do have to leave them to rot, unfortunately. It's just the nature of the game when you're out of favour and no one wants you. Arsenal got the same thing. They tried to sell a lot of players and no one wants them because it's crap players.
Do you think Mata would make an impact on the game, says Jordan Harrison? I don't. I think not unless we're playing high up the pitch. It's a tactical thing with Mata again. Nick P says, hearing the Champions League anthem will send shivers down my spine, much like seeing Ricky podcasting from an infinity pool earlier. He's a madman. Don't blame Pogba, he's ambitious. How many players would want to stay at the club who is showing no ambition? It's time we stand against the board, says Taj Stewart. And this Man U team might lack in firepower and long balls, but this hasn't really worked for us this season. Guess Van der Beek will be our super sub again, says Dipak. And Real New Money says, if Tuanzebe is playing, why is Ollie playing a back five? Looks like school of Mourinho. Ollie has no tactics and just riding the wave. He's not good enough. Well, he's clearly got tactics, hasn't he? If he didn't have tactics, he'd just send his best players out in a diamond. He's got tactics because he's playing a back five and he's benching Pogba and Van der Beek. So you might not like it, but he clearly does have tactics. Surprised Henderson didn't start today. Thought he was bought to be cup keeper. Yeah, but this is the Champions League, Joel. And Ollie's playing the players he knows will work really hard for him. Not necessarily the best, but willing to listen to what he says. I respect it. I think there's something in that, Flex. I definitely think he's gone for the work hard players, hasn't he, and not the players that are maybe inconsistent. And regardless of Pogba's form, he or Matic should get the start tonight. Other players have dropped in form, but Ollie sticks with him. Maybe a message sent, says Christian Mansour. And Romero going to be sold in January to bring down the net spend of Traore for that window, says Justin Blair. And the interesting thing about Pogba is, look, you can say, well, he's got every right to want to be ambitious. How ambitious is it to be sat on a bench in a Champions League game? So, you might well be ambitious, but this is why, I think it's the right. I think he should. I still think he should have dropped Maguire. I know he scored. I still think he should have dropped Maguire, but you can't get everything. But I definitely think he was right to drop Pogba. I was surprised that he dropped Matic, but the more I think about it, I'm pretty sure Matic played against Spurs. He did. He was subbed at half time. Yeah. I don't know whether he played against Brighton. He didn't play against Palace because he wasn't ready, was he? But I think he played against Brighton. So
I think he did play against Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, but I know he didn't play against Palace. But look, Matic is the surprising one, but it's McTominay's opportunity, and nights like this for McTominay are where you need to grab it. Because for me, I'm still jury out on McTominay.
Well, he played in the Parc des Princes last time, mate. Maybe Ollie's thinking that. I've seen you here before. You did it. I believe in you. Fred, I saw you at it last time we were in this stadium. You did it. So maybe there's a little bit of that, but I definitely think it's the mobility, though. It really is, like,
yeah, definitely.
Because like you said,
Fred and McTominay are mobile, aren't they? And
that Matic is the better player, 100%. But the attribute that he's focused on
is
the mobility.
The problem with Matic is, and we said it even when he was playing well, before lockdown and after lockdown. Trouble with Matic is he's into his 30s and he's getting slower. It's a fact. He's not going to get any quicker, and McTominay and Fred are more mobile, and we're going to have a lot of defending to do. And that's the good thing about the back three. Tuanzebe is mobile, Lindelof's not as slow as Maguire, and Luke Shaw's mobile, and Telles is mobile, and Wan-Bissaka is mobile, and Fred's mobile, and McTominay's mobile, and
there you go. So
Fernandes is tenacious as well. So and Martial and Rashford are mobile. So it's a very mobile team, and I think there's a clue in that.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Because Pogba's not mobile, really.
Not
in a defensive
athletic
manner.
When he switches it on, he can glide past people like they're not there. But like you just said there, in a defensive situation, he doesn't bust the gut running around chasing people down. People will say,
I think Van der Beek would have worked. I think he is a mobile player, but again, it's a tactical thing. Danilo is an absolute beast, says Rashid. He's the most underrated CDM in football. United need to watch out for him. I think the midfield battle is going to be very interesting because Idrissa Gueye is sort of like Fred, I think, and then Ander Herrera, we know.
Yeah, exactly.
Check out UEFA's take on our formation. It's interesting. Love from Tokyo, an official United stand Japan rep, says Viggy. Thank you very much. Cavani hasn't played since January, and that's why he's not on the bench, but Tuanzebe is starting and hasn't played since last year, says Manchester G. Pogba is no bigger than Man United. Ollie is the boss. You go by his system. You respect the boss. Ollie is responsible for the win in the end, says Rinesh. And I don't rate McTominay, says Harry. I feel like Ollie is forcing the issue with him. He doesn't make the bench in any top team in Europe. Facts. Well, opportunity knocks. Opportunity does knock. And Ollie's been betrayed by Pogba. Ollie said that he would shape his team around him, but he has flirted with Madrid a lot. Ollie is now recovering from an abusive relationship. He's maturing as a manager, says Reflection. And final one from Joel Morris. Oh no, we did that from Henderson. So we're playing in the black and white kit. This worries me, Flex. There's all sorts of jokes that can get used against this kit. Zebras to the Lions. Bloody zebra crossing to 3 points. There's all sorts of stuff there. But what's your score prediction in this game tonight?
I'm going to stick with that draw, man. Stick with the 1-1.
We're very happy with that.
Yeah, I would be happy with that. I don't know. I've just got a little bit of optimism. Got to try and find some optimism. I think that they'll have belief. They will have belief. They've got to have belief, and they should have belief. And as long as they don't, play in a shell and just sit there, like you said, that back forward, it can be got at. Idrissa Gueye and Ander Herrera, they're not absolute world beaters. They're good players. They're steady players, and if they play well, they can cause us problems in the midfield. But I think we can get at them. They don't have Verratti. Do you know what I mean? They obviously don't have Cavani anymore.
Paredes is a very good player as well. If you watch football,
yeah, Paredes is good.
He is good. Yeah, very good.
So yeah, we just got to just give ourselves a basis to play off and come into the game, really. The first 15-20, like I always say, is so important. I get that maybe this game we might not start fast and be at them. I get that because that's not really how we're going to set up. But we've got to shut their spaces down and give them something to think about. Even if you knock it long and then it gets them turned and they've got to kick it out for a throw early on, they're going to know, oh, hang on a minute. You know what I mean? We can't keep trying to attack them here because even Tuchel said, you've got to stop their counter. So be interesting to see.
One thing with Man United is that we don't know what we're going to get. It's the old Forrest Gump box of chocolates, of course it is. Against Spurs, I quite fancied it, and then I knew after 25 minutes we were going to get stuffed. So anything can happen. Red cards, penalties, of course, these things that you can never predict. However, Having said that, I think that get ready for the usual Neymar diving masterclass after the 70th minute, says the Watcher. And hi Mark, can you send some love to the host of the Instagram show Neutral News as he's been diagnosed with okay, Neutral News, thank you very much. And RTE pundits in Ireland just said that PSG was the game that sealed Ollie the job. PSG tonight could be the game that loses him job, says Connor Patrick. I don't think so. I mean, look, if he gets beat 6 or 7-0, and that's what I would say is that I think the closer we've got to this game, the more confident I've been. I said 2-2 in my preview. I expect... I mean, look, of course we can lose. I'm not disrespecting PSG, but I definitely think we can impose ourselves on this game. And I think, you know what? What excites me the most, Flex and everybody else, is that I was encouraged by some of the football we played against Newcastle. And I don't think that's anywhere near our best team against Newcastle. So if we can start to get some of these good players in, you know,
exactly.
the Martials, the Telles, the Pogbas, the Van der Beeks, and we're playing good football, then, you know, we could be about to go on. And we know Ollie likes a good run. He goes on a run of fixtures. So I've just got a feeling tonight we won't get beat. And if we get a result tonight, he's tactically set a team out. And if we get a result, then he's got it right against one of the best teams in the world. And at some point, these people who say, not Ollie outers, I respect the Ollie outers, I understand where they're coming from, but the no tactics prats, if he gets it right tonight, they're just gonna make themselves look a bigger prat, because you've got to you don't go to Paris, get a result without tactics. You don't.
No, you don't. I don't know who it is because I've got the subtitles on because the TV's on mute while I'm talking to you. But they're defending. They said that Scholes was too harsh on Martial, saying that he's been conned, and consistency is what the guy needs to get into his game. He's proved that he's effective in that position.
But look, Scholes and Gary and everybody else, for some reason, and they've obviously got their reasons, and we don't know what those reasons are. They've never, ever gone in on Rashford or Lingard when they've been inconsistent. But as soon as Martial, you know, they're there. And
bored of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, but Ollie, interesting. Ollie says we defend well to get the ball quickly, to get the ball back and go forward quickly. He said that you can't blink because they have players who are quick and pacey, and we have to do everything right. So kind of echoing what we know. You know,
it's like you said. If we defend well and the front two are at it, then we can get something out of this game.
Problems, man. Yeah, exactly.
And also, we're used to doing this. Like we beat Man City home and away last season. We beat Chelsea home and away with very similar tactics that we're going to use tonight. Not been this excited for a game in ages. We're back in the big league. Perfect shape up against a 4-3-3. Ollie in, come on, says Jags. Sangera and I, Mark, what do you think the impact of the wing-backs and Luke Shaw as centre-back will be, says Tom Velez. Well, you know, I'm a big fan of Luke Shaw, Flex, but you actually do quite like him as a left centre-back, probably more than a left-back.
Yeah, I agree.
Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, by the way. Bottom right hand corner, United stand. So what we do on a match day, we're live every night at 8 o'clock and 10 a.m. every day. On a match day, we'll be live with the watch along all the way through. My match reaction, where you can vote for your player ratings through the website. That comes out on about the 70th minute. We'll give you the link for that. I do my match reaction and the player ratings, and then we go over to Flex, who's got KG and guests who talk for the next hour about what's been going on, and then the fan cams go up after that. So there's loads and loads of content. You don't need to be anywhere other than the United stand. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, join in the conversation, and get involved. I always think, if you're new, where do you new people come from? Have you been living under a rock? Have you just got an internet password? I don't know, but make sure you subscribe.
Be new, mate. You can always be new.
You'll love it. You'll love it. Excited for the game, says Kevin Mowry, but we have to come out strong with PSG having their fans in the stadium. Have they got some fans in the stadium?
Oh, maybe they've got a few. It won't be loads, though, because even in that Dynamo Kiev game, it wasn't.
Well, France has got more bloody cases than we've got.
Yeah. Well, in the French game against Portugal, they had in the whole national stadium, they had a tiny little corner. Probably.
It's not going to be that impactful.
It's not going to be enough.
It might be something that they're not used to, United players, though, because we haven't been playing in front of crowds. 30% of their fans, apparently, says Ron. That's quite a lot, then. Control says, hi, Mark, great show. I guarantee a win today. And Mark, stop lying. You were negative until we went ahead against Newcastle. Such a hypocrite, says AWBFC. No, I don't think I was, actually. I don't, but, fair play for trying to...
You was, sit down. You're one of them. Sit down. I told you against Newcastle what Ollie was doing. Sit down.
I think what I said is, I remember saying this. We were talking about the player ratings when it was 1-1, and I said, I thought his decision making was brave in the way he selected his team, but I said if he's going to make those decisions, he's got to win. And I said if we draw, I'll give him 5 out of 10. If we win, I'll give him 7. I did say that because you can't make a decision and then it not come off. I thought his team selections were brave against Newcastle, and the result happened, and it went perfectly well for him. So yeah, he reaps the benefits. That's the same event. It's like submitting a bloody exam paper, isn't it? If you get it right, you get the praise. If you don't get it right, you got it wrong, didn't you? So it's similar to tonight, really. Although little different because PSG are not Newcastle. They've got 2 of the best players in the world, and we have been exposed without Maguire and Bailly. We had, I think we're weak at the back anyway, and we've lost 2 of our better centre backs. So defensively, it's a risk tonight. I think Ollie sees Matic and Pogba as a pair, and if Pogba is dropped, then Matic should be. When he picks Fred, McTominay selection follows. Interesting from Aditya, that. And we play Pogba, get demolished. People believe Ollie, not play Pogba for more stability. Ollie gets battered. It's a lose-lose for him, unfortunately, says Barry Haynes. Look, and there's been rumours around Man United for a couple of years now that Ollie would like to move Pogba on. I personally don't think that's true, but it is one of those scenarios, isn't it? It's always the Pogba show, whether he starts or not. But look, the game is getting very, very close. Just want to say as well, I'm wearing it. Boohoo Man, link in the video description. Thanks very much for them for sponsoring the show. You can get some of the clobber like me. You can't look like me, unfortunately, or fortunately, but you can get some of this stuff, Boohoo Man, with a massive 40% discount. 40% exclusively for United Stand viewers. Just when you're on checkout, type in United Stand. It will knock another 40% off for you. Link in the video description for Boohoo Man and their Boohoo Man range, of which there is quite a range. Right, so your score prediction was... what was your score prediction?
1-1. Went with a draw,
1-1. I've gone 2-2. So what's everyone going for as a score prediction in the live comments? I just feel that now... 10 minutes to go, says Jeff Lewis. I just feel that PSG team is probably weakened like we are. We didn't get the transfers we wanted. We've had a couple of we've got 5 people out, but PSG have got Verratti out, Paredes out. I think they're 2 massive players to be missing. Draxler is on the bench. Marquinhos is on the bench. I don't know why that is. I don't follow PSG.
He's coming back from injury, isn't he? I think.
Oh, is he? So yeah, Marquinhos is on the bench. He's a good player. Sarabia is on the bench as well, who I rate, but I don't think he starts that much. So a few people are going with a 2-1 Man United win. I mean, look, imagine if we get the win. I don't want to start talking about wins because we're not even kicked off yet. But if we win this game, how are the haters going to justify that in their hate head? I don't know.
They won't justify it. Just say it's luck. You did it before.
It's the players. It's the players. It's not the tactics. It's the players. Yeah. So there you go. Navas hat-trick. He's the goalie, Will. Don't know how he's going to manage that. Aaron Wan-Bissaka needs to be on point against Neymar. Hey, big game for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Flex. I mean, he's been in the news again today.
Defensively, he's very good. And this is actually probably a game where hopefully he will actually thrive against the likes of a Neymar or a Di Maria if he's out on the left, whichever way or if in fact it could be Neymar down the middle and Mbappe on the left. You don't know how they're going to set up, but that's one thing you do have faith in. We always say that he's so good at locking down people in one-on-one situations, and this is the top level now. He's against the best forwards in terms of Neymar and Mbappe. So, yeah, so hopefully he... I know going forward we always question stuff or whatever, but he needs to really be at it today, for sure.
Well, Harry Maguire will be very disappointed, won't he? Because, you know...
He will.
This is why people come to... Like Wan-Bissaka and Maguire come to United, is to play in the Champions League. And
exactly.
Warren Wan-Bissaka up against, you know, he's a funny one, Wan-Bissaka, because I think before lockdown he was amazing, and after lockdown and this season he's been crap. But at the weekend he was very good again.
Yeah, he was.
I'd love to see Wan-Bissaka up at his best against Neymar, because that is the test of how good he is at keeping his eye on the ball. Yeah. Can't wait to see how Bruno performs after being selected as captain, says Aditya.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. When Bruno said in the press conference he's got gears to go up, he wants to get better, and I saw other comments saying that the ladies in the canteen or the people in the canteen want him to have the same sort of routine as Ronaldo, and but him as captain, let's see if it changes him at all, for the better or for the worse, or do you just get the same Bruno? Some players You know what I mean? You can learn a lot about them when they do get the shout to be captain. It's all good calling for it, but when they actually get it, and I mean us as fans were calling for it, but when they get it, it'll be interesting to see if he feels pressured, if you think he's forcing everything because he's trying extra hard. Does he think he's made it? Is he not trying? Is he just going to be the same? I'm interested to see that too, because he needs to stand up and be counted in this game.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what Bruno's going to do in this game, because I think we've seen the arguments with Lindelof and the things like that in games, but he is the man tonight. He is in charge, and I think we'll see an even more expressive Bruno. And I think, look, it's a longer term problem. It's a bit like what I said about the back five. I don't want to see the back five against Chelsea at Old Trafford at the weekend. I don't care who's injured. I don't want to see that. We're Manchester United. But if Maguire is back fit and he's back as captain, but tonight against one of the best teams in the world, we see Bruno conducting that team. Why would you give it back to Maguire? And I think that then becomes a problem. So look, there's
but
they're
that
definitely
won't be a problem for Ollie.
No, it won't be a problem for Ollie, but it will be for the fans, and these are good problems to have. I mean, I think Bruno is the captain. Whether he can look, it's a big ask. Just because he's a good captain doesn't mean he can captain a team to a win against PSG.
No.
But
win, lose or draw though, it shouldn't write off or make Bruno's captaincy anyway. Because if we get stuffed 2-0, you can't be like,
players, are they good enough?
Bruno, you can't say, because Bruno was captain, his head wasn't in it, and everyone was, same way if we win, it's not all down to Bruno being captain. Do you know what I mean? So.
It's going to be very hard for me, and I'm sure for everybody else to. Stephen Edge says would prefer to see Pogba instead of Scott. Scott can't tackle, and we still have 6 defensive players even with Pogba, and he can send the long balls accurately. It's going to be very hard to, and not in that way, but it's going to be very hard to see Herrera tonight, because I never think we should have let him go. And with Herrera, and I thought he played very well in the Champions League for them.
Scott and Fred got their hands full. They know all about him.
It's going to be tenacious in there. Idrissa Gueye as well. They're very competitive players.
That's what I mean. You can't have any passengers in there. It's going to be a battle in there. Let's see, man. Let's see. I just want to see them go for it a bit as well, like to show some.
Right, we'll get you on a half-time, Flex. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, see you then.
I'll speak to you in a bit. You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD. We are only 4 minutes away from kickoff. Bada bing, bada boom. Can't wait. Very, very, very excited about this one, and I'm sure you all are as well. Herrera and Idrissa Gueye against Fred, Bruno, and McTominay. That's put me in a bad mood. Di Maria, the snake. I can't stand that. I cannot stand Di Maria, and I'm never like that. And I wouldn't wish injury on him or anything like that. But if somebody wants to go through him in a fair way and just let him know that they're there, then I'm sure we'd love to see it. But I don't like Di Maria. I don't like Di Maria. He disrespected the club. You don't disrespect this club. But look, Manchester United, PSG, they're coming out 2-2 in the black and white kit. Let's hope it's not a zebra crossing to 3 points for PSG. Let's hope we're going to be a black and white tiger. There are such things, I'm sure. I don't think I dreamt about it. I think there is a black and white tiger, and we've got a bit of a bounce. But big responsibility on people like Anthony Martial, Bruno Fernandes, Luke Shaw, Victor Lindelof, David De Gea, Marcus Rashford, Scott McTominay, Fred. Some of them are young. Some of them are not quite at their peak yet. But these are the sort of nights where you can be. And I'm really hoping that we're going to see that. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We are getting very, very close to 878,000. So get involved with the United Stand. Subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. And I'm wearing the Zebra Martial kit. Come on, you Reds, says Sebastian Bondry. Thanks for all the super chats we've had tonight as well. Big shout out to Boohoo Man as well, of which I'm wearing some of their Boohoo Man range at the moment. 40% off exclusively for you United Standers. The link is in the video description for that. Make sure you use United Stand checkout code on checkout. Mate, I've been part of the United Stand family since 2017. I just realised I've been blocked on Twitter. Please check. Mark, cheers. GGMU says Rid Amoy. I don't do United Stand Twitter, mate. So I don't do it. I don't do it. Curtis Chappell says turn the camera around. Yeah, if only we had Champions League rights, that would be very, very good, wouldn't it? But And thanks to those who've become a member tonight. You can do that by clicking the join button. You get your badge next to your name. It changes every month. We've got something very exciting coming with the membership. Very exciting indeed. Exclusive to the United Stand. So that's going to be coming up in the next, well, hopefully in the next week. Hopefully the next Champions League game. But yeah, very excited about that. So thanks everyone who is a member. And you're going to get a little... a nice little freebie coming up very soon. Martial comes good every fourth game. Let's go, says Cruz23. I think there's such an opportunity for Martial and Rashford on the break today. Welcome to Marcus Will, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. We're good to go. I've got the timer ready. Love that music, says Luke. Yeah, the Champions League music back as well. We're back and we are ready to go. Big game. We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this for 18 months. You know, since we got knocked out by Barcelona. We're back in the big time. We're back in the Champions League. Ain't no fans in the ground going to make us worried about... I mean, I don't know where this 30% of fans are because I can't see any on screen at the moment. But let's go, says Sabri. Come on, United, says Charlie Ellsmore. Good luck, lads, says Jono. I'm nervous, says Lightning Blade 426. You know, I get... As soon as the game kicks off, I don't get nervous. But it's raining. I don't know whether that makes a big difference if it's raining, but it is raining. But look, the lads have got to go out there tonight and start believing in themselves, of course. Guess I was wrong about the fans, but Martial no sleeves, black gloves, ice in his veins, says Kevin Murray. And Mark, Chelsea have done a madness. Kepa is done. Peter Cech is in their 25-man Premier League squad. The Don is back, says the Watcher. We're ready to go here. Bruno will kick it off. Captain Bruno. Come on, ref. And we're off. Welcome to the Members Club, Gunnar Stensam. And if United win 3-0, I still won't be buying that kit, says Cloud Ready Solutions. Yeah, it's not for me. My daughter's got it and she really likes it, but I don't buy kits anymore anyway, and I certainly wouldn't buy that. But we're off, up and running, and an early free kick here, Martial. My boy Neymar will tear you up tonight. I can smell it, says Dano Jr. Well, look, Neymar's going to be out on that left-hand side against Wan-Bissaka. United fans, we get to see Telles tonight. He's going to be playing high up the pitch. Welcome to Lookstar Gaming, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. And instead of hating on everything else, let's hate on how our players look like zebras. On this side note, feel bad if we lose. It's Bruno's first game, says Admiral K. Well, we're up and running here. I'm going to be up and standing a bit. I've got a bit of cramp in my left calf. Not that you lot care. So yeah, there's no fans in the ground. There was a little bit of talk that there might be, but there's no fans in the ground. So Tuanzebe as well. What's he all about? First game back for United. And he's fouled. Oh, that's a terrible ball there by Rashford. Come on. Switch on. Switch on. Ooh, good interception there by Fred, but Telles as well. Bruno let it go. PSG going to have to go out there. Oh no, Bruno's going to pick it up. Oh, skills by Bruno. Finds it into Fred. That's it, take your time, keep the ball. PSG will want their revenge. They will. My mate's just messaged me and said, oh my God, what is that zebra kit you're wearing? Do I like Shaw, says John Potty. Yes, I'm a big fan of Luke Shaw. Nice little switch of the play by Shaw, actually, to Wan-Bissaka. Attack the space. Go on. Go on, Aaron. And Rashford's on his toes here. And Kimpembe doesn't get hold of him. Goes out for a throw-in. Decent start by United. Very early days, but a decent start. Telles looking good, says Gustav. Tom Best says, I sleep in that kit. And how do you feel about Herrera playing against your old club? Says Lightning Blade 420. Playing against his old club. Herrera never should have left the club, and Ollie didn't want him to go. It was already, that decision had already been made by the time Ollie took over the club. Oh, Martial nearly with a reverse pass to get Rashford in there. But that United have started off very, very quick here. Very tenacious, which is good to see. Hunting in packs, which is interesting because we're dressed like zebras who don't hunt in packs. Wolves do. Maybe we're wolves in disguise as zebras, but let's find out. Nice little turn there by Herrera. And now it's Neymar on the ball. You've got to go to Neymar. Wan-Bissaka slides in. Corner ball. I think he's got to make that tackle there. But I don't like how Aaron Wan-Bissaka always goes to ground. But I think he's got to go to ground there. And it's a good tackle. Racehorse Red, welcome to the Members Club. Appreciate that. It's going to be another corner here as well. Good block. And welcome to Admir Kumalik, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. 5 minutes gone. Good start by United. Good start by United, really. I think we've started off quite well. A lot of mobility, which I think we were talking about before the game. Neymar with a little dink, headed away by McTominay, and then we move out. Get out, get out. Pressure high up the pitch. We're going to win, says Sean Tan. Wolves is a zebra clothing coming on Neymar, says Dano Jr. Good tackle. Bruno gets the ball. There's a PSG player down on the floor there. I think it might be Neymar. Yeah, we got the ball, Neymar. We all saw that. Trying to get a free kick for that. Bruno gets the bloody ball. Keane-esque tackle, that is. Have a bit of the ball and have a bit of the player. But PSG getting a little bit of a foothold on the ball here at the moment, which we don't really want to see. Oh, Neymar destroys Fred and McTominay, but good recovery tackle by McTominay. That's it, Scott. Don't let him... don't let him take the piss out of you. Good tackle by McTominay. Been skinned once, but the recovery tackle, there he is, destroying him. But McTominay kept his eye on the ball and won it back. Hunting packs. That's what we're going to do. Imagine if that was Matic. He wouldn't be making that recovery tackle. Get rid of that. Don't need that in here. So 6 minutes in, I thought United started off the first couple of minutes quite good, but we've struggled to get on the ball for the last couple of minutes. But let's have a calm down a little bit. Ball over the top, Tellez, he will keep it in, far on the left hand side. Very fast, Tellez. Rashford, play the simple ball. Marcus Rashford needs to learn this. Play the simple ball. Give it back to Tellez there. Stop doing your little skills. You're not in a battle against Neymar. It's Manchester United against PSG. That's what we're looking at tonight. Luke Shaw on a run here. Left-sided centre-back. Crap pass. That's gone long. We'll have that. Tuanzebe. Oh, look. Oh, a bit lucky there. I was going to say, it's brilliant takedown from Tuanzebe from a high ball in the box, in the centre circle. But then his pass nearly could have ran for somebody to run through the middle. But United looking good on the ball, I must admit. Lovely ball that by Luke Shaw. And into Rashford from Bruno. See, 2 quick passes there. Shaw to Bruno to Rashford. Unlucky with the first touch from Bruno. We've got to be winning that. Lindelof, go wide to Wan-Bissaka. Yes. Go on, Wan-Bissaka, down the right-hand side. This is good from United. McTominay into Fred. They're pressing him fast. Go wide. Lovely ball by there. Get it out wide. Here's Bruno. Martial. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno puts it in. Oh! Oh, I tell you what, it was a lovely cross from Bruno Fernandes. And I thought it was going to land to Rashford, and the defender did really well to stretch, but it bounced off him, and it could have gone in anywhere. Very, very close, says Sophie, and it was. It was a lovely little cross in. Half a chance. But good play. When United have been on the ball, we've passed really well. Super chat here. The ball that Tuanzebe just played over the top to Rashford is what Maguire has been trying to do all season, says Ash G. He's going to be onside on the left-hand side here. Watch out. PSG on the break here. We've got the 5 back, though. Into Neymar and Tuanzebe. I tell you what, if Tuanzebe can stay fit, I know everyone says it about Eric Bailly, but I think if Tuanzebe can stay fit, he genuinely is a player that could be very, very, very exciting. Oh, calm. Well done, Luke Shaw. Just heads it back to De Gea. I tell you what, this is one of those games tonight, isn't it? It's just absolutely, you can't take your eye off it. It's tender hooks time. But United have started off quite well. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 878,000 tonight. So please subscribe if you're new. Win or lose, Ollie's at the wheel, says Kuchi. And Tuanzebe is amazing, says Dana Rash. It's so nervy, says Big Boy. But yeah, you can't take your eyes off it. This is why I love these sort of games. I'd rather play PSG, Juventus and Liverpool every game than play games against Burnley and Brighton. You learn about how good you are against the best teams, and that's what we're going to learn tonight. And I tell you what, this first 10 minutes, if we can have a 90 minutes like this, whatever the result, as long as we don't get humiliated, I think we've given a good account of ourselves. Tactically, we're moving the ball well. We're well structured. There's a system in place. I like it. I like it. And I like the fact that Luke Shaw is drifting really far left when we've got the ball, and Tellez is basically pushing up as a left winger. We're not going to be able to do that on the right-hand side because Tuanzebe is a right-sided centre-back, obviously. But Luke Shaw is a left-sided centre-back. He's more of a left-footed player. Oh, Lindelof offside. Di Maria. We've got to be careful. Lindelof's the one that worries me, of course. McTominay. Neymar is a twat. There's a message for you, Scott. Neymar going past McTominay there, trying to mess him out with his head. Give him a bit of Scottish and nuts, Scotty. Luke Shaw clears it. Wrong to talk about Sancho when we didn't get him, but I believe the odds and formations would be different. What do you think? Says Matthias Best. Hey, look, if we'd bought Jadon Sancho, do you think we'd be playing with a 5-3-2 tonight? Where would he fit in? So, of course. Neymar up against McTominay again. He's Herrera. They've got an overlap. Di Maria. De Gea palms it away. Got to be a little bit careful of that. Neymar is getting the better out of McTominay a lot. And then if he gets past McTominay, players have got to move across. It's a bit like a game of rugby. If you can pull somebody out of position, everyone's got to move across, which leaves somebody free on the far side. And that's what happened there. But a straightforward save for De Gea. Good tackle by Wan-Bissaka. And it goes for another corner. So PSG starting to get a little bit of momentum at the moment. But United standing up quite well. If you preferred watching United playing big clubs as often as possible, then are you a supporter of the newly proposed European Premier League, says Tuba? No. I'm a firm believer in if it's not fixed, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Bloody hell, how did that not go in? Should have been 1-0 to PSG here, although you could say the same from the Bruno cross for Rashford. It's whipped in, it's right towards De Gea, and he just gets his body in the way and holds onto it. Mbappe, it's one of those... Oh, it's a great save, actually, because the defender gets his foot on it. De Gea, that's a fantastic save again. I thought it was the cross from Mbappe straight into De Gea, but actually the defender gets his foot on it, and De Gea with another fantastic save. That is a fantastic save. The first one's for the cameras. The second one actually is a great save. Am I a bad person for wanting Luke Shaw to break Di Maria's legs, says Human Revelations? Yes, you are. We don't want to wish injury on people, of course. But De Gea's made a couple of good saves here in the first 12 minutes. United haven't tested their keeper yet, but look, this is going to be the story of the game. Tuanzebe looks a bit shaky, says Amac. Mate, Tuanzebe is the risk. It is the risk, isn't it? He's not played in a year. We've got no Bailly, we've got no Maguire. Opinions on Telles, says Mason. Bit early, but Dave May says McTominay can't handle Neymar. That's the one that's worrying me at the moment. McTominay is the one going over to Neymar a lot, and I'm surprised we haven't put Fred on that side, but I suppose it's right foot, left foot. It's about synergy, isn't it? Here's Martial. Oh, come on. Rashford, you've got to get in the bloody game, mate. If we win the ball back, we've got to keep the ball a little bit. Oh, a terrible header by McTominay there. Neymar's off again. And it's a free kick. He's getting the better of McTominay too often here. So free kick from quite far out. It's quite close to have a shot here. I think Neymar will take it on. 29 metres distance to goal because it just flashed up on my screen. We just need one good ball from Bruno. That's it, says Sarab. Yeah, we need to be a little bit better on the ball. Neymar with the free kick. No, straight into the wall. Now move out. Move out. You've got to be quicker to the ball there. It seems to me when Mbappe and Neymar get the ball, we're giving them 5 yards, which I think is dangerous. Go on, Martial. Herrera looking for a ball over the top. That'll go out. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that first 15 minutes. I'm happy with that. PSG slightly on top, but United, when they've got on the ball, haven't looked too bad. We're 70 subscribers away from 878,000. We're on 877,930. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with the channel. Nice little flick into Telles. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. That should be a free kick, ref. Nah, he ain't giving free kicks to people in blue, are you, you cretin? Cretin in pink. He's there like that. Get up to our players. If your name's Neymar, he's got his whistle in his mouth. He'd probably put something else in there if Neymar asked him to. Bloody cretin. And there's someone else diving about now. We ain't knocking the ball out. We ain't knocking the ball out. No. We ain't knocking the ball out. We ain't knocking the ball out. We have knocked the ball out. Knocking the ball out for Di Maria. What is McTominay doing there? He hardly bloody touched him, Fred. He's straight up. Nothing's bloody wrong with him. Don't fall for the PSG. Scotty, you got to switch on better than that. Neymar and Di Maria will dive more than Tom Daley. Do not kick the ball out unless it's a head injury or the referee tells you to. If you think about it, Herrera would probably be our captain if we gave him a new contract, says Mark Whitten. We didn't line up to win. Incompetence or insecure, says Human Revelations. No, I just think we're playing one of the best teams in the world, mate. We need an SEN-like steel tank in the middle of the park, says Abik. I've got no problem with the back five. I know this morning I said I would have played a back four because I think that, you know, we've got some really good players that are unfortunately on the bench because of how you can't get Van der Beek or Pogba into this team if you're playing Bruno because there's no other place to for them to play in a 5-3-2. But I haven't got a problem with us playing a 5-3-2 tonight. What I have got a problem with us doing is that we're giving the ball away cheaply at the moment. We've not been able to get hold of the ball. And I mean, their centre-back, Kimpembe, has just come out from the back and took 3 players of United out. You've got to be better on the ball. You've got to be better at closing the ball down. I mean, yeah, our players are professionals, but I can't imagine my nerves not shaking playing these big games. I think that's what's happening with Scott, says Miha. And just hopped in here to say that McTominay has been beat 4 or 5 times in the first 15 minutes. Why is he playing? Says Harrison White. Look, I want McTominay to have a good game, but I did say in the hour before kickoff that McTominay's the player that worries me, and he still is. He still is. Greenwood wasn't even in the squad. Danny plays. McTominay. Oh, Rashford's got to get into this bloody game. Played so well against Newcastle. He's miles off the pace tonight. Nice ball by Lindelof. Now Tellez into Fred. Sorry, Tellez into Bruno. Nicely into Rashford. See, Rashford's pass there. It's too bloody fast. Bruno. Martial. Go on. Oh, good play by Martial. Could see what he's trying to do. Martial looks on it. Rashford looks off it. Hi, Mark. How could you forget about me? Nice stream, says Big Josh. Thank you, Big Josh. Hope you're doing well. Don't do that, Ander Herrera. I know you play for PSG, but don't learn the ways of the cheats. Nearly went down because Tellez caught him in the face there. We don't do that, Ander. Not against Man United. I think he... Oh, lovely play by Herrera, by Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Lay it off, Scott. Oh, he nearly found Martial. Fred. This is better from United. Don't, let's be confident. Into Martial. What's he given? Is he given a penalty? He's talking to VAR. He's talking to VAR. Referee didn't go for the spot, but it could be a penalty for Manchester United here. It's difficult because he blew for something, but he didn't point to the spot. It's into Ander Herrera. Yeah, that's a penalty for me. That's a stone waller. Yeah, that's a penalty. That's 100% penalty. Definitely a penalty. Bruno's on it. Oh, come on. Come on. I hate VAR. It takes everything away from it. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he missed against Newcastle, but we need him to score this. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely. Who made the pass into Martial? I'll tell you his name. Luke Shaw. Rudy Cox says get Rashford on at 60 minutes to keep the ball. Bruno's got to score this. Bit of pressure on him. Missed against Newcastle. Can't miss 2 in a week. Will he do the little jump? We need this, Bruno. We need this. We need this. He's missed it. He's missed it. He's bloody missed it. He missed it with the dump. Oh, piss off. He's bloody missed it. He did the little jump as well. Oh, it's a good save. But, oh, you can't believe he's missed 2 in 2. I can't believe it. Captain Bruno misses the bloody penalty. Oh, we might have a retake. We've got a retake. We've got a retake. Neymar, now go and cry to your sister, you bloody prat. Keep your gob out of it. We're going VAR now. Yeah. We'll have it again. Shut up, Neymar. Look at him. He's having a laugh. Go and live up your arse. That's where you live. You bloody Brazilian Theo Walcott. Piss off, you cheat. Get away. It's a penalty. Get away. Remember that holiday programme? Get away. Get away. You're off the line. He's miles off the bloody line. You cheating shit. He's miles off the line. Nevas. You may as well be in the bloody halfway line. You're miles off and you know it. Well, he's got a score now. Retake of the penalty. Come on. Don't miss 3 in 3. He's proper nervous now. He's proper nervous now. He's going to bloody miss it, innit? He's going to miss it again. He's going to miss 3 in 3. It comes in threes. Yes! Get in! Je t'aime! Je t'aime! Get in! Bruno Fernandes. cooler than a polar bear's arse. It's 1-0 to Manchester United. Cheats never prosper, Neymar. They don't prosper. He was miles off the line, and when he's not off the line, that's why. Smell my cheese, you mother, says Stephen Cullen. Don't know what that's all about, but that's what happens when you cheat. That's why he saved it, because he closed the angle. If you step forward, you close the angle. Bruno Fernandes, redemption, and all those prats there going, Fernandes missed. 1-0. 1-0 to Manchester United. We've got something to hang on to. Brazilian Theo Walcott, love you, Marks. It's going to come back. That's going to come back on me. I was mad. But he is a bloody cheat. He's always in the ear of the bloody ref. I can't stand. I think Neymar's a fantastic player, but he's a bloody cheat. He cheats all the time. He's always moaning about something. Anyway, 1-0 to United here. No, it's not 1-0 to PSG. Shit. Justice jam on toast. He's miles off the bloody line. And Man United are 1-0 up here. Oh, I told you tonight's going to be emotional. Got something to hold on to now. We're set up for this. Lovely ball into Luke Shaw from Martial. Turns his man with skill. Wins the penalty. And Bruno scores the penalty. Martial's in the box again here. Corner ball. They're worried. We've got them rattled. We've got them on the ropes, boys. Mark, was it a handball? Says Cam Chaz. And hope we build on this. A la Tottenham. McTominay needs to improve, says Cruz 23. If the keeper hadn't been miles off his line, he'd have buried the first one. Yeah, you know what though? Actually, anybody moaning about the retake, Cross comes in. Anybody moaning about the retake, Bruno, go on. Anybody moaning about the retake? Yeah, Bruno's. Look at that, Captain Bruno back covering the run of Mbappe on the break. Anybody moaning about the retake, if you know anything about football, the point is that the keeper made a brilliant save with a full stretched out left hand. If he hadn't been a yard off the line, he wouldn't have got that angle. And Bruno's into the box again. Nicely into Tellez. Gives it in. United are doing really well on the break at the moment. Here's Fred. Bruno. Tellez. I like Tellez. Lovely cross. Could have been another foul there on Martial. It's got something, this game at the moment. It's got an edge. It's got an edge to it. And that's a lovely ball. But David De Gea is there and he just puts it out nicely. Welcome to the Members Club, Simon Mendoza. This game, you can't take your eye off it. It's proper goosebumps. It's proper adrenaline. The world is watching. The world is watching. I bloody like Tellez. He's classy, says Neck P. I love him. I love it. Aggression. Wand of a left foot. I like him. But this game is far from over. Look at how other countries use VAR absolutely correctly. The English need to take note. Disgusting refs in the England, says Buster Nut. There we go. Fred will do a better job on Neymar. There's Mbappe. Good tackle, Fred. And well done. Goal kick. Fantastic start by United. Really, really good. It's going to be a long night. Fasten your seatbelts. You won't keep me in one. But we're doing well. We're doing well. Welcome to the Members Club, Kim Andre Rovek. And yeah, it's good to see a lot of intelligent people in the live comments, because Navas cheated. He was miles off his line. And if VAR hadn't changed that rule, that's exactly why the rule was changed. I think with David De Gea in the opening game against Palace, it was a little bit unlucky. He was hardly off his line. But the Navas one there, he's a good metre off his line. And if you think about it, if you step forward off your line, you're closing your angles, which is why he makes the great save. But he's a mile off. Can you call my mate Tom R a Pratt? Says S5SB. Tom R. Pratt. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. Get involved with the channel. Loads to discuss tonight. We've got the Flex Show with KG coming up after my match rating show. Fan cams. Got Beth. We've got Ricky. Hi Mark, loving the show, but you've just got to realise at the end of the day we're playing against Neymar and most players wouldn't be able to contain him anyway, says Joe Wilson. And these Telles crosses looking juicier than a T-bone steak. Get in, says Sasha. We've just got to be calm. Take your time. Think a lot. Alex to whip in. One for Cavani will be our plan B, says Sorab. Well, I'll tell you what, PSG are rattled at the moment. Like a skeleton in a biscuit tin. They're rattling. They are. And when PSG get rattled, they get ill-disciplined and they start to cheat. I think Martial's done a great job up front, you know. McTominay's done well there. Wan-Bissaka. Martial, you can't just fall over there, Tony. It's a dangerous position. If you don't get the free kick, they're on the attack now. Idrissa Gueye. Mbappe. Decent cross. Luke Shaw does his job. This is probably very premature. If Tuanzebe looks like a Rolls-Royce defender in the making, says Ashji. The thing is, Tuanzebe always looked like a Rolls-Royce defender in the making. It's whether he can stay fit. He got injured at Villa in the season he was on loan, and he obviously missed most of last season. Telev gives Shaw so much security. He tracks back well, says KA. And what was all the talk about no tactics? Ollie lives rent-free in some people's heads, says Adrian Gorshia. Very early days, Adrian, but I like the cut of your jib. Yes. I'll tell you who I like for PSG. Number 20, Kazawa. I was talking to Cam, who does our tactics stuff, and he was saying that he's a very, very good player for them, and I've been very impressed with him. I probably got his name wrong. I wonder if Maguire is making notes at home, says Stephen Cullen. That's a foul on Rashford. Ref's not giving us anything, really, apart from the penalty. Mark, imagine if we still had Lukaku with these Telles crosses, says No You. And good to see Telles settling into the team, and how's Shaw looking as a left-sided centre-back. I think even Luke Shaw critics like him as a left centre-back. He does a really good job there. Di Maria. De Gea gets the ball. No penalty there. What's going on here? Oh, he's offside. Miles offside. Di Maria was offside, but they've got to let it run. He was running through one-on-one, but De Gea gets the ball anyway. Mark, I love what I see of United now. 20 legends seem to have a game plan. This can be our best Tuesday in ages. It's early days, Jenks. Ollie believes in Axel. Remember, he was captain early last season in the Cup, says Mark Witten. It's all about fitness with Axel. I said this when Axel got injured this time last year. I felt that he was going to play him with Maguire and drop Lindelof, and then obviously he was out for a year. 31 minutes gone. This game, I'm not even going to say we've just got to get to half time, because this game is just, it's one of those games. It's like, it's living up to the hype for United fans at the moment. It's, you can't take your eye off it. We're up against a really good opposition. We're doing a good job. We just got to keep focused, and we got to keep doing that job. And Neymar has breached the offside trap here. Luke Shaw, brilliant. And it was offside again, was it? Yeah. And it's a shame, because we're having to play these offsides. I think he's probably onside there. But the tackle from Luke Shaw is brilliant anyway. Welcome to the Members Club, Mohid Rizalarazi. And Ollie believes in Axel. Yep, we've done that one. I feel that De Gea has got his confidence back, says Alvin. Love this ref, says Mr. Tricks. 32 minutes gone. We cannot risk getting defensive now. Need to double the lead. Keeping Neymar and Mbappe out for 60 minutes is near impossible, says Abhishek. Well, look. It's very early days. I'm not going to say anything else, but I would love. I would take a point here. I would have took it before. I mean, I'm not going to take it now, but I think we can win the game. But I would have took a point before. Fred, come on. I'd like to see the game just calm down a little bit, but probably not much chance of that. I've got a tight hamstring now, and I'm not even playing. Bruno trying to flick it into Rashford. As we said, though, if we can get the ball in the final third. Here's a race. Tuanzebe against Mbappe. Well. Neymar booked as well. Get in your sister's phone book, you bloody cheat. He's there in the ref's ear again. And he's got booked because he's gobbing off all the time. Let's watch this. Mbappe against Tuanzebe. I don't think that's not a penalty, is it? And Neymar's in the book. He thinks he's bloody... thinks he's Gary Barlow. He thinks he's bloody it. He's always at it. I'm Neymar. I'm Neymar. Respect the bloody game. You're a very, very good footballer. But you're mildly cretinous to watch because you're always bloody moaning. You think the game... You don't realise that it's called football, not Neymar. It's Neymar FC. He's definitely going to come back and bite me on the arse. Of course he is. He's a very, very good player, but he's highly irritating to watch. Have to give credit where it's due. Both Lindelof and Shaw have been solid so far, says Tejas. And watching the show from the US, can't watch the actual match for whatever reason. You're a hero, Mark, says Jays. And welcome to the Members Club, Mohid. Look, it's a tense game. There's no way it's going to finish 1-0. Go on, Fred. Into Bruno. Rashford. Go on, Fred. Go on, Fred. Into Tellez. Get in the box. You know what he's going to do. Confident on the ball, Tellez. Reminds me a bit of... well, it's a terrible ball by him, but McTominay wins it back. He's confident on the ball, Tellez. He reminds me a little bit of Bruno. Cross. Ooh, cheeky one. Tuanzebe cover up, says Samuel Cap. Got to watch that ball. Oh, that's a foul. You're gonna get booked there, Wan-Bissaka. Did he book McTominay or... I think it was Wan-Bissaka who did the bad foul. Neymar. Yeah. You could almost book them both. They double teamed him there, Neymar, McTominay and Wan-Bissaka, but it's McTominay who catches him more. Yellow card for McTominay. You felt that was coming in, and it's a bit of a worry. We're looking very well organised tonight, passing the ball well and closing down. PSG well quickly. Tellez looks good so far, says Vincent. Only 35 minutes in, I'm really thinking Tuanzebe looks like he should be a guaranteed starter from now on, says Mike Thomas. Hopefully. The big thing for me now is this game, McTominay. This game rests on McTominay now. And his discipline. Here's Martial on the right-hand side. Into the box and over the bar. He should have done better there, Martial, to be honest with you. He's got the ball out on that right-hand side. He should do better. Mark Whitten, why does everyone say Shaw doesn't provide enough assists and goals, but Gary Neville only ever scored 7 goals, but is a legend? Says Mark Whitten. I think Luke Shaw does I think Luke Shaw's a very good defensive left back. Martial's got it again here. To Fred, move it quick into Tellez. Little dink. I don't know what that ball was. Well won back by Luke Shaw high up the pitch, and he is getting high up the pitch, Luke Shaw. Bruno into Rashford. Turn. Into Tellez. I think Tellez is getting the ball, looking to put a cross in. Oh, what a shot by Bruno. What a shot. That was like one of my FIFA 21 shots. If you watch it, you know. Edge of the box, R1. Circle. And just didn't quite get the lift on it. About another 2 metres of lift on that. That would have been a banger. But it's gone for a corner. Yeah, I think Tellez is getting the ball in a position where he wants to whip a cross in, but he looks up and Rashford and Martial aren't anticipating it, and that's probably going to be something that takes a little bit of time to adjust to. He's definitely getting it ready to whip a cross in, but it's going to take time. Very nice by Bruno, says Suzanne. Corner for Manchester United. Tellez on the corners. In it comes. It's a good one. McTominay. Oh, it's just gone wide, and it's another corner. Would have been a bit lucky if it had found its way in, but he gets his head on it and it just deflects off a PSG player and wide. Lindelof headed thin air. Lovely cross by Tellez. Yeah, hits Danilo's leg and just goes wide. Tellez' first instinct is to look up and look for a cross. Could really work with Cavani, says Tejas. Here is Tellez. Good cross again. McTominay, oh, he heads it over that time. And he'd given a free kick anyway. 6 minutes to half time. Right, now is the time that we do get to half time. Definitely we do need to get to half time 1-0. Don't want to be conceding just before and then they come out the second half with momentum. Get to half time, readdress. We've had a really good first half. These next 5 minutes are crucial though. Because PSG will push hard. See, look at how we're hard. See that from United there? We're pressing them as a team. Oh, Rashford. Not having a good game at the moment, Marcus. He's giving the ball away a lot. But we're pressing them high up as the team. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. They're getting up high as a team. And it's causing them problems. But when they bypass the press, of course, this is where they become dangerous as well. McTominay's got to be very disciplined here. You're on a yellow card. I'm a bit worried about McTominay. You're on a yellow card. You're a body. You're not a tackler now. When you're on a yellow card, you become a body. Just be a body. Mark, would you take Adama Traore at United, says Joel Morris? Over nobody, yeah. And come on, David. Seriously, McTominay's defending is beyond dreadful. Neymar gets past him every time. Can't wrap my head around the fact Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not starting Van der Beek, says Elliot Holstrom. And Cavani's off the ball movement is sublime. His finishing is good. He can be at the end of the Tellez whips. Excited to see Ole try different things. It's all about options. Rashford with another crap pass. Bloody hell. Well in, Fred. He's having a bad game, Rashford. It's weird. Like, he's so good at the weekend and he's just not at the races tonight. Giving the ball away cheaply. Here's Neymar. He's going to run at you, Lindelof. Get up. You cheat. I'd book him for diving. Send him off. Lovely ball by McTominay. Now Rashford. Here we go. 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 Attack the space. Rashford down the left. Go for the box. Go for the box. Go for the box. Good recovery tackle. Again, I think Rashford should be getting away from him there. Consider subbing Rashford for James second half, says Sean Finity. I think in that position, Rashford's got to move the ball better and never give him an opportunity. But it's a good run. Exciting. A bit unlucky, as Tanwar says. 3 minutes to half time. What a game, though. What a game. I hope you're all enjoying it. Well, you won't all be enjoying it because you won't all be Man United fans. But it's been fantastic so far. Please subscribe if you're new, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We're 300 away from 879. We could hit 880 tonight. Please subscribe if you're new. Get involved. We're live every night at 8 o'clock. Every morning at 10 a.m. Lovely slide rule pass, but that will go for a goal kick to United. Match reaction show afterwards. 70 minutes into the game, we'll be opening up the article on the website where you can all vote for your player ratings. The best player rating system in football. You vote for it. We had 20,000 votes for the Newcastle game. So how that works is when I do my match reaction and I give my player ratings, I click my score and then it clicks up your aggregated score. So we end up with like 20,000 United fans voting on each player, which gives a really accurate score. So that'll be opening up in the second half. Next goal's going to be key. Oh, here we go. PSG. Nice little ball over the top. Lindelof does a good job. McTominay. I would have headed that to Luke Shaw, to be honest with you, Scott. You've kept us under pressure here. Watch the overlap, Wan. Lovely cross. Well done, Lindelof again. He's done well, actually, tonight, Lindelof. Is that not a foul on Fred, ref? And De Gea boots it clear. Just hope this is the start of a perfect run of form with difficult run of games coming up, says Dylan Jeffrey. And Rashford's down here with a head injury. Stoppage in play. Well done, De Gea. Just booted that. Couldn't go with his hands. Had to just go and kick it. So Mbappe couldn't get it. 44 minutes. What's the score in the Chelsea game, anybody? Does anyone know? Drop ball here. Just while that's a drop ball, make sure as well, big shout out to Boohoo Man. I'm wearing some of their Boohoo Man range. Links in the video description if you want to get some. I actually really like this hoodie, and I normally wear something a bit different from them. But links in the video description, and they're giving away an exclusive 40% off for United Stand viewers. 40% off through Boohoo Man. Link in the video description, and just use United Stand, all one word, as your checkout code, and that will knock 40% off for you. Big shout out to Boohoo Man for sponsoring the watch along tonight. That's a little bit reckless by Fred, leaving the ball away there. Switch on. This last 20 minutes, switch on. And a lovely cross again from that. Is it Kurzawa? I like him. He's a good player. I think the battle of the left backs is quite interesting. I don't really know anything about this Kurzawa. I will do. He's a French footballer. Layvin Kurzawa, 28 years of age. I've never bloody heard of him before. I'm an idiot. He was at Monaco until 2015, and then he came to PSG. I've never heard of him before. Never heard of him. I thought he was going to be like a 19-year-old that they picked up from Paris. Decent player. It's funny, isn't it, how sometimes a player comes along that you've never bloody heard of. Watch out. Oh, here we go. Mbappe, deflection. Goal kick. Corner or goal kick? Yeah, hit Neymar. Tense. We just get to half time. We're only halfway there. I'm not saying United are going to win this game. We're going to have a lot more nervy times to come. But let's just get to half time. Got nearly 50,000 watching as well. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Please share the video if you're watching. Kurzawa is a goat, says Bad Bowl YT. How long added time, says FK? 2 minutes. So this should be about it. I'll be very happy if we get to half time 1-0. I think it's half of the job done. Oh. And the ref. I don't know what the ref's done. Is he blown up? Bruno was in a great position. And it's half time. Bit of a shame that, but look, you know what? That's fantastic from United. I'm really happy with that. I think the shape of the team has worked really well. I think Luke Shaw and Tellez down that left-hand side have done fantastically well. Wan-Bissaka and Tuanzebe as well. Lindelof centrally has won a lot of aerial duels, which you wouldn't expect him to do. All right, there's not a lot of height in the PSG side, but he's done well in that sense. Bruno, captain's performance as you would expect. Martial, I think Martial's done quite well. Fred as well. The two players that worry me, and I don't think they've had a bad game, but they need to switch on a bit more. Rashford, just giving the ball away cheaply, just needs to just focus a little bit. He was very good at the weekend. And McTominay is getting skipped past too many times by Neymar, and he's on a yellow card. If we lose a player for a red card, we'll probably lose this game. So he's got to manage that Scott McTominay thing very, very, very carefully, because he's on a yellow card and he just seems to be jumping into the tackle too much. McTominay just needs to be told at half time. Carey could be very good at this. You're a body now. You're not a tackler. Just get in the way. Don't leave your foot in. Don't go to ground. Don't do anything that will give the referee an opportunity, because Neymar, Mbappe, they'll go down like you've touched them. Don't give that opportunity. In fact, it might even be worth thinking about taking him off for Van der Beek. Dortmund are losing 2-0 versus Lazio, says Joel Morris. Mark Atzel's looking very solid. Haven't seen much of him, but he does look promising. Hopefully we can keep this performance into the second half. Axel Tuanzebe is playing absolutely fantastic. A lot of people know about Tuanzebe that he is good enough to be a centre-back for Manchester United. The problem with Tuanzebe is, will he become another Eric Bailly? Will he become injury-prone? Because he did get injured the season before last at Villa, and obviously last season he missed most of the season as well. Where has this team been? It looks so organised, says Rory McLean. Well, to be fair, Rory, what I would say is that is it not a result of not picking someone like a Paul Pogba or Harry Maguire being injured? The team just looks more mobile and more focused to me. And look, I like Pogba. Pogba will play a big part for Manchester United this season. That is not what I'm saying. But I said this when the team came out. Some people say Ollie's got no tactics. That team he's picked today is a tactical team. And the players playing in that system are doing a job for him. They're very disciplined. They're very focused. They're very mobile. And it works in this instance. This will not work against Chelsea at the weekend or Burnley away. You can't play like that. We're playing a system. This is a tactical setup, and it's working very, very well. So to say where's this team been, we can't play like this every week. But I think it's been a really, really good job from us. And I think that the lads are doing a great job, but we're only halfway there. It's a result because of leadership, says Gel. Well, Flex, what are you thinking, mate?
Yeah, really happy with that. We've been resolute, organised, difficult to beat, compact. We've upset their rhythm. There were a couple of moments where I thought we was dropping off a little bit too much, but we managed to raise it in those moments and not let them gain too much confidence. And I've been really impressed with that. I mean, look, we all said we agreed with the shape. We all pretty much agreed with the players that started. I think Tellez has been excellent. His willingness to cross, which I kind of had a feeling about that. Be aggressive and just a willingness to cross is just refreshing. His corners are brilliant, and the balls he's putting in from the left are dangerous and causing problems. I think Bruno's picked up some great positions, and I was worried there. He's missed another penalty there, 2 in a row, but again, shows great character. Give me it back again. I'm not going to change. Went the same corner, so again the mentality's there. I think Martial, and I want to talk about that because just before we got that penalty, PSG I thought we were sitting back a little bit more, and I thought we needed to up it. And we did. We upped it and got the ball into Martial. And there was one where he won a free kick, I think it was. No, sorry, where he had that shot that went wide.
Yeah.
He took it. He received the ball really well, turned, got in the box and found a little opening. That was the first little thing that made PSG think, oh, I'll tell you what, they're looking a bit dangerous. And then again, I think, was it Rashford who passed it into his feet? Or it could have been Bruno, I can't remember. But again, pins his man, wins the foul. Really intelligent play from Martial. So
it's Luke Shaw who passed that.
Was it Luke Shaw who passed it into him? Yeah, Luke Shaw's been good as well. He's been really good. So really intelligent play from Martial. Tuanzebe, listen, we said look, he hasn't played a lot of football, but as we've said, his pace could be key, and it really was in that one-on-one situation against Mbappe. That was superb. McTominay's had a mixed game. He really has. I'm
worried about him. I was going to ask you, and Matthew Turley says this, worried about McTominay. The game he's having, he's going to have to keep making tackles. And I just wonder, what do you do with that? You can't sub him off at half-time, but he's got to be so disciplined now. You've got to get in his head. Because if we go to 10 men, I think we'll lose.
Yeah, we can't go to 10 men. But what what he's picked in what Ollie's picked, you can see in that combative style for that reason. Because if you front Matic up in a 1-on-1 situation there, would he make exactly the same fouls? Probably yes. And that's the thing. Paul Pogba, he is maybe, he's athletic and stuff, but what would he be like in those 1-on-1 situations? So it's a difficult position for any player who's playing in there. I think he started off well where I think Fred got megged and then he kind of came back in, waited his time and then nicked it off Neymar. Then he got done a couple of times by Neymar. Then a couple of other good tackles where he won it back. Then a misplaced pass what put them on the attack. So he's had a mixed half, and then obviously he picks up the yellow. So he's had a mixed half. But yeah, that is a thing that Ollie's going to have to really get in his head. But we need a player in there who's going to be able to keep making tackles, though, because inside that little pocket that he's playing in, Neymar is coming inside there, and he will see that. So yeah, if you put Matic there, I don't know, Neymar fronting up Matic 1-on-1 from a standing position.
I'd rather put Van der Beek, I think. Just someone a bit mobile.
Do you know what I mean? You might have to tell Van der Beek, look, I need something out of you. Last 20, it's still 1-0. I need something out of you. Scott's on the yellow. I need that intensity still in there, and Scott can't do it because he's one tackle away from it. So I just think we've been really good. I think we've been, like I said, tight and compact, and we've shown. Like, I was actually annoyed we didn't get second. You know, I felt like it was kind of there. You know, from the corner, from the header that went just wide, Bruno's shot. We just, you know, playing really relaxed and confident. Yeah, Luke Shaw into him. Yes, a penalty. Yeah,
definitely. Over 60,000 watching. We're only 100 away from 879,000. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. We can do that. We might even hit 880 tonight on another memorable night for Manchester United. But we're only halfway there. That penalty, though, just very quickly, we are leading 1-0. I was like, I couldn't believe it when Bruno missed his second one in a row. But this is one of the rules that has been brought in that I felt De Gea was a little bit of a victim of against Palace, but that is exactly why it was brought in. He's miles off his line, and he made a very good save from the first one, but he never makes that if he stays on his line because he wouldn't be able to close that angle to do it. So that rule is correct. I know there'll be a lot of bitter rivals out there, but if you know football and if you've ever played in goal, if you close your angles, it's easier to make a save. And he's off his line.
Closer to the ball.
Yeah,
it might be only half a meter or a meter, but you're off. You like you said, you're closing that angle. It's simple science.
So I don't think there's any complaints there. It was a penalty.
No,
and it should be retaken.
And it's really interesting how we actually get so many penalties. You know, because people. I'm not saying that's tactics. Ollie's saying play for a penalty, but we consistently get them, and I think we consistently get them because we have a decent setup of play where we get into the box frequently. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing saying, you know, the rivals will say, oh, typical United, oh yeah, got another pen, but how do you get pens? Why is no one else getting all these pens? They're not all dives.
Scared, but the thing is, they're scared. I mean, Mane and Salah used to get a lot of them as well, not so much now, but it's the same thing as Mane and Salah. You get them with the ball in the box and defenders are scared because they know they're very skillful players. Like Martial, if he doesn't foul in there, well, he gets fouled because he's turned him. That's why he draws the foul in. It's bad defending. They should not be jumping in. If I was Tuchel, I'd be saying, "What are you doing?"
Exactly. So you can't moan at us, or when fans are like, "Oh, you're just only penalties FC" and stuff like that. At the end of the day, we have decent patterns of play that actually make us arrive in our opponent's box. And
also with VAR these days, apart from the Bruno one at Villa, which we obviously argued about at the time, I think VAR pretty much is there to make sure that it isn't a dive. There is contact there. So, I mean, look, we get a lot of penalties. We probably don't create as many chances, but we get a lot of penalties because teams are scared about our front two. Enzo says, I told you we would stay at a sharper and different United tonight because of Bruno. Every United player on that pitch is looking sharp. Hope the momentum is kept up in the second half. Tellez whipping in crosses with ease. Says, their centre-back Diallo looks like he has a few errors in him. Should try to exploit. And I agree with Flex. Scott's had... but you can't admit any player's going to get done by Neymar with his trickery. I don't know what else you said there, Sarab. It didn't make any sense to me. And also, great show, Mark, says AJ, thank you very much. And Van der Beek and Mata in there, we're going to tear PSG apart. I don't know why you'd think about putting Mata. Where would you put Mata in? I mean, look, everyone's got a right to an opinion. I'm not ridiculing it, but I just think what you need to understand is we're playing a tactical system. Where are you going to put Mata and Van der Beek in? Like, where are you going to put them? Like, we're playing a back five with two holding midfielders, two fast players up front, and Bruno the captain. Where's Mata going to play? In the holding midfield role? Left wing back? I get Mata deserves to play. It'd be nice to see Pogba playing. I'd love to see Van der Beek playing. It's a system to win this game. There isn't a place for them. and that's why they're not playing. Shaw's positional sense at the back has been superb. Maguire take notes, says Viacra, and McTominay needs to keep calm and frustrate Neymar, and he will tackle or act for Oscars and get a red. I'd be saying that to him if I was Carrick and Ollie, actually, Flex. I mean, Mark, do you know why Maguire isn't playing? He's injured, Dejan. You're on a yellow card, but so's Neymar. Frustrate him. Let him kick out at you.
Yeah, exactly. They've got to keep rattling him. He's such a petulant child, Neymar. I know people are up his ass because he's amazing and he's this and
he's a cretin.
For me, I think he's got great ability. I don't deny that, but I don't know. I just find him really annoying. I don't know what it is.
I think if he was on your team, you'd love him. But when you're playing against him,
yeah, exactly. You're playing against him, but he's petulant. He's always getting in people's ears. He's moaning for fouls. I don't know why we kicked it out when Di Maria went down as well. That pissed me off.
That was McTominay. I said, yeah. I don't know what he was doing there.
No, we've got to be ruthless.
They're playing the game. They're playing the game.
Yeah, you've got to show. A level of gamesmanship sometimes, and that's not even gamesmanship really. That's just the rule. It wasn't a head injury. He's down. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
De Gea's been on top form today. Not just great saves, but great decision making. Says Jordan.
He's been good. Yeah, he has been good. I wanted to touch on that.
De Gea, Shaw, McTominay. De Gea, Shaw, Telles, Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzebe, Lindelof. They've worked really well as a back five.
Yeah. Especially as you see, like I said, when it's offside. And the flag hasn't gone up. De Gea tracked Di Maria, made that that slide in kind of with his hands and got the ball. Luke Shaw, fantastic clearance, even though it was offside. We're doing our jobs. We're switched on, and Ollie spoke about at the beginning about staying switched on. You can't blink for a second, and we are frustrating them. I did say though, I did tweet they've got gears to go up. Do you know what I mean? They will be frustrated with that, and I can't see them playing as badly as that again. They're going to go up in a level, and we've got to match that. And we've got to show intensity. We can't just sit on that 1-0 and show that we want to just hold out for that. We've got to show intent again.
Yeah.
And I think we've done that. And look after the ball a little bit better. Rashford's got into a couple of good positions. Been a little bit scrappy with the ball, not looking after it. The final pass maybe from Martial, not quite there. The last little, in the final third, we're getting into good positions.
I don't think Rashford's had a good off. I think he's been a bit off.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. He's been a bit off, but he's got into good positions. It's just the decision making. So, yeah, I don't always mind that. It's when you're just completely out of the game and I don't see you as well. I worry more if he's going to get into those positions.
I wouldn't want to take either of those two off. There's nothing on the bench that's going to cause PSG the problems they are. They just need to switch on a bit.
They need to play. Look, Martial's not playing for another couple of games until next week against Leipzig. So he needs to play 90 minutes, 100%, and so does Rashford. To be honest, I don't want to see any changes up front. We haven't really got. Yeah, you can say put Dan James up there for the speed if someone gets injured, but you don't really want that. I'd rather play bloody Van der Beek as a false nine or something, can just get involved off there.
Yeah.
But we've got to still keep compact, still keep organised, but show that intent. We can't just sit in there and let them build in confidence, because they will go up a gear. Whether they go up enough gears to start playing well, PSG, I don't know, but they won't be happy with that, and they will come out. And then you introduce Pogba and try and open them up later on during the game.
Hey, look, if we can get out of this game with a win, which I think we can, that is an amazing result. But let's not forget, if we get out of it with a point, that's still a very good result. And at the moment, we deserve to get something out of it, but it's only half time. Neymar is messy without the football intelligence, worth ethic, leadership and composure, says Road to Dawn. Lindelof is so much better without Maguire, says Nikhil. And De Gea's distribution has been good as well. Long distance passing too, says Rohan. I just want a Cavani at the end of those crosses by Telles. He will have a better conversion rate, says Jude. Yeah, but again, I don't think you're looking at tactics. What use would a 33.5 Cavani be today against the team where we're trying to hit them on the break? It's the same. Like, Pogba's a fantastic player, but where would Pogba play today? You've got to look at the game sometimes, and I know it's frustrating because I want Van der Beek to start. I really did, but I actually think Ollie's picked the right team tonight so far. And I think ultimately at the end of the game that won't change. If we come out in the second half and we blow it because someone gets sent off, then that's not really a tactical thing, is it? I think we can only blow this through our own ill discipline now. We've just got to go out there, stay focused and keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, Ricky Whittle says Telles' corners and deliveries are frightening. Whippage, pace, and misses the first man. He put that on Twitter, and it's true. It's just really refreshing to see a left back or left wing.
He's been taking the corners as well, hasn't he? Which is
taking the
good.
Corners. He's good at set pieces, and gave the ball away a couple of times, but by and large he's been good.
Right, mate. Well, we'll see you on the aftermatch show later with KG,
Yes.
and hopefully you're going to be talking about a good result, good tactics, and a good night all round.
Let's go. Let's go. The fingers crossed. Nice one.
I'll speak to you in a bit, pal.
All right.
You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD. We're ready for the second half, and Manchester United, PSG will kick it off. My only concerns in this second half is Scott McTominay. Can he stay disciplined? Can he, because he's still quite an inexperienced player. Can he stay disciplined? And can he, look at Neymar talking to the bloody ref again. He's always there next to the ref. Ref, I'm Neymar. I'm Neymar. I'll get you tickets. I'm Neymar. You know Theo Walcott? I'm the Brazilian one. Neymar. Remember my name, bitch. Look at him. He's always befriending the ref. Was that Moise Kean at PSG? Who used to be at Everton? Hey, I tell you what, we're 800 subscribers away from 880,000. We could hit 880 tonight. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. Remember, we've got the match reaction straight after where you can do your player ratings. I'll give you the link for that in a bit. Is that... Oh, what have I done? Why did I do that? Live TV. I've closed down the timer. We've kicked off. I'm going to have to add it on. PSG kicking the game off. There we go. Timer's up and running. CTM says PSG playing a pub league. Not missing Maguire at all, to be honest, says Gerchan. Well, this is. I think you could say the same about Matic, and I like Matic, and I think Maguire's a good centre back. But what we've got tonight is mobility. I've always been a fan of mobility in a team. I think the quicker you do things, the better. But the next goal in this game is going to be key. Good tackle, Wan-Bissaka. Lee Mitch says, I love the team tonight. You've just got to take the game in sections now. The longer the game goes on, where we're in front, the better. Nice ball by Bruno. Rashford's in. Get it onto the back. Go. Go. Oh, that's a shit ball, Rashford. What are you doing? You bloody joke, mate. What? He's got into a position here where it's him and Martial and there's a defender there. And instead of running it on, he's tried and played Martial in. Rashford, for God's sake. You can't do that at this level. It's Champions League football. That has to end in a chance. What a save by De Gea at the other end. Mbappe, brilliant by Mbappe. And that's the thing. That's it in a few seconds. Rashford at the other end, we should be going on and making it 2-0. Mbappe down the other end turns Wan-Bissaka and McTominay inside out, and David De Gea makes a fantastic save. You cannot make that mistake there, Rashford. You've got to make something out of that. Switch on. Those chances will come again, but you've got to use them. He's headed it away well there. Get tight. Oh, we're under the cosh a little bit here. Get concentrated again. It was a big chance. It's not a foul. Not a bloody foul. Get him off. Get him off. Absolutely useless. Matic and Pogba get drop time for Rashford to get dropped, says Sean Negative Turner. I mean, look, if you didn't see what Rashford did, you don't want to see it. It should have been 2-0. I just don't know what he was trying to do. It wasn't the time to play the pass. You've got to get closer to the goal. Free kick. PSG. Salah Ahmed says, do you feel vindicated by being Bruno's staunchest supporter? I mean, Bruno Fernandes is a class player. You can almost see it with Telles, to be fair. Herrera over the bar. Don't want him scoring. Oh, no, I'm not saying Trashford. I'm not saying sub Rashford off. None of those things. I think Rashford is a top player. But the question mark about Rashford is always his final ball. And there, I think he panicked. Rashford running like he's stuck in the mud, says Worley. And somebody just said it there, and they're spot on. J. Kane, 5555. Rashford's touch is way off tonight. It is. It is a bit off. Well done, Fred. Here's Bruno. He's gone long for Martial. It's a lovely ball to Martial. He's in the box on the far left-hand side, and he wins the corner. That's it. That's what Rashford should be doing. When we get the ball on the break, come out with a free kick, a corner, or even a goal. But don't come out with giving them possession back. James Himes says that Neymar's gone to the number 10 role. McSauce beware. I think Rashford can score. I'm expecting him to score. It's one mistake in the game. It doesn't matter. We move on. It's happened. You've got to, you know, if you dwell on those mistakes. Oh, Lindelof shoots. Straight at the keeper. What a workhorse that Fred is. Respect, says Geerchen. This is where we've got to be careful. We've just had a corner. Oh, well done, Bruno. He gets back and nicks the ball off Di Maria. And that will go for a throw into Man United. Just calm it down. Calm it down. Lindelof's been solid, says Niall G. Rashford, the most overrated player, just a marketing strategy for both club and the country. I've never seen him playing like he is hyped, says Atul. He'll score, you know. He's on the ball. Here we go. Rashford, Wan-Bissaka, good cross. It's going to stay in for Moise Keane, though. They've got a chance to break. Fred wins it well. He's had a cracking game, Fred. I tell you what, if this continues, your player ratings are going to be lit today. Has the captaincy up to Bruno's level? Says Salah Ahmed. I think he's playing with more maturity. I think some people suit the captaincy. Oh, the timer's just a little bit off for people. Let me just sort this out. There you go. It's because I was a little bit late. Palestri is on the bench. I don't think we'll see him playing in a game like this. Long way to go in this game. Nervous, yes. Enjoying it, yes. Can Manchester United get a result out of it? Yes. At this point, I think it would be unfair for United not to get something out of it. But with 35 minutes left in the game, PSG could totally turn the game around and deserve to win it. So, focus, concentration, very important for United tonight. Go on, McTominay. Be careful, though. Go on, Martial. We're playing very deep now. You got Martial and Rashford and Bruno all playing very deep. George says that Martial and Rashford are just not playing with the urgency needed. Neymar puts it wide. Mbappe, yeah, we'll deal with that. And it goes for a throw-in. Well done, Lindelof. Who would you sub for who at this point? Says Jenks1102. Lovely ball. Oh, is it the bar? Kazawa. McTominay heads it away. Herrera. Watch out. Mbappe. Got to be a bit careful here. We're a bit ragged. And it's a cracking tackle by Wan-Bissaka. A little bit ragged there. Did they hit the bar? And it was lucky. It would have been a lucky goal. Nearly dropped in from Kazawa. It would have been very lucky, but it's a corner. We've just got to be careful. What subs would I make? A little bit of energy in the midfield would be nice. Oh, my life. Martial's just had it in his own goal. You know what really pisses me off about this goal is he's totally uncontested. It's just odd. If he was, does he think he's up the other end? He's closed his eyes as well. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. This is it, isn't it? You know, you do all this work and then it's just a jammy, bloody, stupid goal. Football, eh? You can't account for that. It's a Phil Jones moment. It's a David Luiz. We've all got them. It's just one of those. You can't do anything about it. It's just he's on the front post. He's closed his eyes. He's headed it in his own bloody goal. Lindelof looks much more comfortable without the fridge next to him, says Aidan G. And Luke Shaw might be a low-key CDM, says Abby. He's too left-footed. Fucking hell, that's not what you want in the first 10 minutes of the second half. I mean, the trouble is PSG have not scored a legit goal. And now Bruno's made a bad pass. Luke Shaw back. David De Gea clears. We got to switch on here. We're the masters of our own downfall here. It's an own goal. And we're giving stupid passes away. It's like, I mean... It's like that Rashford thing, isn't it? It's just, it's not as bad as scoring an own goal, but they're both silly mistakes that we didn't need to make. Martial thinks he's playing for France, says Aidan Lefebvre. So frustrating. What a tackle, Wan-Bissaka from Mbappe. That is brilliant from Wan-Bissaka because it was lovely play by PSG. They're turning the screw here, and United are not. United just, we don't seem to be at the races in these last few minutes. Ever since that ball over the top for Rashford, we're just making silly passes. Bruno's done it. You got to switch on. It's a 90-minute game, not 45. Get your head up, Mojo. Yeah, you got to get your head up. But this is lovely by Wan-Bissaka. Absolutely fantastic. That header was a beauty to beat, though, says Joe. Yeah, it's a striker's header, isn't it? What's that from Luke Shaw? We're giving the ball away cheaply now. We've got to switch on. Thank goodness we got Cavani. Martial is your favourite, but he's not cutting it as a number 9, says Caramel. What, and Rashford's been way better than Martial, has he? Come on. Grow up. Well in by Fred. Go on, Rashford. Look at that pace. Oh, you're in. Go on, Marcus. Go on, Marcus. 2 bloody heavy touches again. Bloody get the ball out your feet. Rashford's touch is shit tonight. Absolute shit. He should not be letting these players get back at him when he's away. Bloody hell. He's away there. He's away. He's got away from the last man and he allows somebody to get back at him. It shouldn't be happening. Twice. 3 times actually in this game. He's been away and he's been caught or done a bad pass. PSG don't mess those chances up. McTominay. Oh. Luke Shaw whips it in. Over the bar from... Was it Martial this time? Bloody typical. Scores in his own goal. Heads over this one. So bloody frustrating because I think our front two have been the problem today, and I thought they'd be the solution. Martial with the own goal, of course, but Rashford 3 times he's been in. He's been away from their defence 3 times. You can't, at the highest level, you cannot do that. You know when you dissect the game, we've been in opportunities to score goals. Oh my God. Fred, I thought he'd given a penalty there. Rashford again. Oh, fuck off. What are you doing there? Take the ball. He's trying to score a worldie on the volley. Like, take the ball down. His decision-making's off tonight. Oh, it might be a penalty. No, it's not a penalty. He got the ball. Gets the ball. It's a fantastic tackle by Wan-Bissaka. Absolutely fantastic tackle. Shut up with your penalties. That should be a bloody penalty. He shoved him on the floor. This game is proper tense. Lovely play by United here. Bruno. Tellez. Cross. Wan-Bissaka, take your time. Fucking hell. I mean, of course, if Rashford's volley there goes in, it's one of the best goals you've ever seen in the Champions League. But I just think, mate, you've messed up 3 times going through. Seeing Rashford gets in his head coming from the right, it just doesn't look natural for him. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point from Daniel Luciano. Rashford's playing off the right, isn't he? Which is not his natural position. I mean, this is... Got a horrible feeling about this game tonight because we don't deserve... At the moment, I think we've played really well. But playing really well doesn't necessarily get you what you deserve. You've got to be clinical, and I just don't think we've been clinical. Problem is, you have 2 wingers playing as strikers. You really don't think Haaland or Kane would walk into that number 9 position and improve the side, says Barry. Well, I don't think anybody said that, did they? More McTominay. It's a soft free kick by Bruno given on Neymar there. We just seem to be lacking a bit of discipline here. I think subs are going to be key in this game. I'm just thinking whether it'd be worth getting someone like Paul Pogba on. But again, I think, where would you get Pogba or Van der Beek on when we're playing this formation? How many goals do you genuinely see Martial getting this season, says Caramar? Easy catch for De Gea. Oh, it's a bad throw out. Oh, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is playing out his mind. Last 2 games he's been brilliant. Still worried about Mbappe for PSG. Looks lively. Well done, Fred. Moise Kean gets it back. Neymar. And it'll go for a corner. We're hanging on a little bit here. It's too early to be hanging on. When will the manager make subs, Mark? Every game Ollie just sleeps on subs. Baffles me. Well, the subs were well timed, John, at the weekend. What do you think of our new wing-back mates, says Mark Whitten? I think both Wan-Bissaka and Fred have been fantastic. Wan-Bissaka and Telles have been very, very good. I'm just trying to figure out what I would do substitutes-wise, because are you going to change the formation? Good header away by Tuanzebe there. It's going to stay in. And that's over the bar from Di Maria. Goal kick. Yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, would you put Paul Pogba on for McTominay? Would you trust him to do that defensive work? Could you bring Van der Beek on for McTominay? You're not going to take Bruno off because he's the captain. You might take them off because he's the captain. You're not going to take Rashford or Martial off because of their pace and flair on the break. You're definitely not going to take Martial. Well, Pogba's coming on. So there you go. There's your answer. And I agree with bringing Pogba on. I do. I think, Paul Pogba in a game like this is... these are the games that Pogba should be wanting to play in. He's experienced enough to do it. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka against Kylian Mbappe has been a fantastic watch as well. And I wouldn't go as far as to say that Wan-Bissaka has pocketed Mbappe. That would be disrespectful. But I think it's just been a fantastic duel. But Ollie's obviously seen what we've seen. He's got to make a tactical change because you just feel that... here we go. There is a goal coming if we're not careful. But Fred's got it here. It needs some... It's 4v4. To Bruno on the right. Come on. He's got to move this. He's got no support. No, Rashford's made the wrong run there. Got to come closer to him. You're trying to get Bruno to play a world-class pass by running away from him. He's got no support within 20 metres. Pogba for McSauce, says Julio. That's what I would do. I can't see it being anything else. What a tackle. And that's ours. That's a goal kick. Yes. Wan-Bissaka is probably my man of the match so far. It's been fantastic. How about bringing on Van der Beek for McTominay and using him as a cam and Bruno up front? He's taking Telles off. We must be going to a back four. I think Telles might be tired. It looks to me like McTominay, we're playing a diamonds now, 4-4-2. Fred on the right of the diamond, Pogba on the left of the diamond, still two up front. Pogba's got it here. Into Bruno, he's got a bit of space. No! No! Puts his hands up, had runners off him. Silly shot, really. I'm nervous, everybody. I've got to be honest with you. I'm nervous. I think we've played really well tonight, but I'm bloody nervous. I just feel that this game's going to have another goal in it, and we've been a bit sloppy. Mark, you don't think this would be a perfect game for Dan James with his pace to run at slow PSG defenders? Says Alex Munoz. If this was FIFA 21 or FIFA 20, yes. Both Martial and Rashford are letting the team down, says Anthony Jury. Can't say Ollie isn't brave with that substitute, says Mr. Glenn Johnson. Yeah, I think Telles was probably a bit tired, wasn't he? Here's a nice ball from Lindelof. Martial. He's going to have to move it there. Pogba. Wan-Bissaka. To Fred. Oh, Fred's been tackled there by bloody Di Maria. Come on, Fred. Di Maria's many things, including the word snake, but he is not a bloody tackler. We're on an attack there, and Fred loses it to Di Maria. He puts his hand up, but that's got to be bad, hasn't it? So the many attributes of Luke Shaw here into Bruno. Nice little takedown into Martial. Give it into Rashford and go. Oh, good hit. Good hit, Rashford. Nice playing by Martial. Good hit by Rashford. And keeper tips it for a corner. Better from United. Seems to be since Pogba's come on, we're having a little bit... It's a good hit. That's a really good hit by Rashford, actually. Good. A lot of people saying it's going to be 3-1. So who? Corner to United. So no Tellez now. So it's Bruno on it. Navas punches away. Neymar's got it on the touchline. Little dink. Lovely ball. But Tuanzebe. Look at the pace of Tuanzebe to get back there and give it to Wan-Bissaka. Good save by Navas there. I think both keepers have played quite well. That's your ball. That's your ball. That's your ball. No, there. Diagonal forward. We've still got it though. Bruno. Still Bruno. Good defensive play there by Danilo. Well won by Bruno. Into the box. United are doing quite well here. Luke Shaw. Into Pogba. And an offside. Cavani should start. Cavani's not there, Xavier. Sancho should start, but we didn't bloody buy him. It's the same thing. Cavani's not there. I'm proper nervous in this game, I tell you. Well in, Fred. I tell you what, winning a lot of the ball back now. Oh, McTominay! There's 2 bloody passes there! That's 2 times in a row! 2 passes in a row, you've played the wrong one. We can't give away cheap ball. I tell you what, if we lose this game, it's going to be because of cheap goals and mistakes. We played too good to make these errors. Switch on. Well held up by Martial. I think this game's there to be won. I think this tactical change by Ollie, this diamond is working really well at the moment. Bruno. Rashford, jump! Why didn't you jump? Oh, why didn't you go for that? Van der Beek for McTominay. I think McTominay won't come off. I think he's happy with McTominay playing in that role. I mean, McTominay's done all right. There's a foul. It's a cheap foul, that. That is a cheap foul by Tuanzebe on Mbappe. I don't think... You know what? I don't think PSG have done that good tonight. I really don't. Fucking don't deserve this. $72 minutes. Neymar's got it on the edge. Tonight's proven that Bruno is levels above Maguire in terms of being a captain, vocal, telling people where to go. I tell you what, it'd be very interesting if Maguire was fit, where he fits into a game like this, because I think he makes us weaker because he's slow. But, you know, different people for different... Go on, Luke Shaw. That should have gone to Pogba a lot quicker than that. It's a foul by Moise Kean on Luke Shaw. Good run by Luke Shaw, though. I think since the sub... we've been the better team tactically. We've taken over. If you want to start getting your player ratings in, you can do on the unitedstand.com. I'm just about to drop you the link in the video description as well. Neymar with the ball out wide. Oh, Wan-Bissaka. Fred covers brilliantly. Brilliantly. Yeah, it's in the video description now as well, the link. You can mark all Manchester United players out of 10, 6 being an average. Put a star next to your man of the match, and then also mark Ollie, and then it will say submit your score. And then on our match reaction after the game, I'll go through my player ratings that can also aggregate yours. So link in the video description, or go to the unitedstand.com and do it that way. Headed wide by PSG there. It's in the video description in the second paragraph where it says player votings rate here, ratings vote here next to the bell. In the second paragraph of the video description, get on there and do your player ratings, and then obviously we'll go through those on the match reaction, which we love to do because it's a very accurate way of doing it. Luke Shaw has gone down here. We don't need any more injuries. Might have to bring Brandon Williams on. Marcus says don't rate the video, don't rate them too soon. We don't have to do it now. You can do it at full time. You can do it with 5 minutes to go, but if you want to do it now, Maguire is rubbish. We look better without him, says O'Shane. What a bit of defending that was by Tuanzebe as well against Mbappe, and he's pulling his shirt. I'm just trying to pass time. I'm very nervous, as I'm sure many of you are as United players. Luke Shaw looks all right. We're 300 subscribers away from 880,000, by the way, so please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner to do that. What I would say is that whatever happens in this last 15 minutes, I will always say that this United side for 75 minutes has played fantastically well. It's been really, really good. FIFA 21 Fred better than Matic and Donny van der Beek, on for Scott and Rashi, says Tristan. And Tuanzebe is a future United defender, says Sebastian Bodry. For me, with Tuanzebe, it's all about, can he stay fit? If he can stay fit, he can be a very, very good centre-back. He's been very, very good tonight. Come on. Lovely play between Martial and Pogba, and he just quite didn't get it back. Referee's not having any of it. 15 minutes to go. And Martial just couldn't get it. Not a penalty for me. How do you vote, says Daz Darks. Just go to the unitedstand.com. I've dropped the link in the video description next to the bell. You mark your players out of 10. 6 is average. You put a star next to your man of the match, and then you submit your score. Wan-Bissaka has more legal tackles than Pizzagate, says Jay Richardson. I think tactically, since we've gone to the 4-4-2, we've dominated them. They can't pass through us. Fred again. Wins it off. Go on, Rashford. Fred wins it off Neymar. Rashford on his own. Passes it. Bruno. Oh, shoots wide. You know what the problem is? I tweeted it. I've got a horrible feeling what's going to happen tonight. We've been the better team. We've been the better team. We've just not been clinical enough. Oh, God. I'm sure you're all feeling it as well. I'm just so nervous. Just feel that, you know, PSG's goal was an own goal as well. You just feel they're going to get in 90 minutes. The thing that's worrying me the most is that in 90 minutes, it's very, very rare for PSG with the players they've got not to get an absolutely fantastic chance. And they've not had it yet. Bruno. Oh, he tried to do the FIFA pass. Rashford. Shit. Saved by the keeper. We're just not getting that clinicalness in the final third. Pogba wins it. Into Martial. Oh. Come on, United. We've played so bloody well. Bruno did everything right there. He's trying to play it to Martial for the tap-in. Just didn't drop to him. Oh. Maybe he should have made the pass, to be honest, Bruno, there. Looking at the angle. Yeah, he's so close to not... It's a tap-in for Martial if he makes that pass. Oh, lovely tackle, McTominay. What? Oh, for fuck's sake, this referee. Free kick. 10 minutes to go, PSG. It's not really a shooting free kick. Mbappe. Tuanzebe is there to cover. So many. Defence has been brilliant. You know, Telles was good. Wan-Bissaka's been brilliant. Tuanzebe's been brilliant. Lindelof and Shaw have been brilliant as well. He's given a corner now. Fucking hell. Di Maria. Neymar. Crosses it. McTominay heads it away. That's it. Press, press, press. Press. Now help him out. Oh, who's picking up Di Maria here? Get out, Pogba. That's it. That's it. He's miles off. He's miles off. How nervous are we all feeling? I think you know what though, and I don't like this mentality that I'm about to come out with, but I think whatever happens in this last 10 minutes now, we deserve huge praise for the way that we've played tactically, the players, the way that we've adjusted. De Gea from Neymar, great save. Pogba. Oh God, he's got to be offside. Get your flag up, ref. Get your bloody flag up. How did he not put his flag up there, the bloody ref? Bruno to Martial. Go on, Tony. Go on, up against him like he did against Liverpool. Oh, the bloody tackle's in again. Help him out. Help Lindelof out. Is this Moise Kean from Everton? He was crap at Everton. Well done, Lindelof. Oh, I'm so bloody nervous. Cross comes in. Head it, get it, run it, Fred. Run it. Now! Ref! I will have the yellow card there, mate. That's a killer pass he's about to play for Rashford. God. Just tuned in. How's the game going? Says Chase Bergner. It's been a fantastic game. It's just a very nervous game. Can't believe I'm saying this, but we're trying to walk a goal in at Alaman City, says City. We've just, I don't think we've been clinical enough, but I've thoroughly enjoyed the performance. I think we've been absolutely fantastic. I really do, but I'm just nervous now. Nice ball out to Wan-Bissaka. We deserve to bloody win. A draw's not enough. We deserve to win. Lose Luke Shaw. There's no one in the middle there. There's no point shooting. Mark, how many times will we be screaming Rashford, says David Mills. Pogba goes for the shot. We'll take the corner there. We'll take the corner. 85 minutes. I think PSG look like they're on the ropes here. I don't know whether they're not as fit as us, but Sarabia's coming on and Baka is coming on. Big shout out to Boohoo Man, by the way, for sponsoring the watch along today. You can get 40% exclusively as a United Stand viewer by using the link in the video description, and when you check out, use the code United Stand. It will take 40% off whatever you've ordered from the Boohoo Man range. Terms and conditions obviously apply. Link in the video description for that. Big shout out to Boohoo Man. Obviously I'm wearing my Boohoo Man hoodie at the moment, and hopefully it'll be Boohoo Man for Neymar. Hopefully we can get a winner here. Corner to United. Bruno's on it. Pogba. Oh, it just didn't drop for Martial. We should have bloody won it. We should have bloody won this game. Just didn't drop. You know what? Football's a funny mistress. Or mister. And, you know, PSG probably deserved to beat us 18 months ago, and we got a late winner. PSG do not deserve to win this. Is it going to be role reversed? Yes! Marcus Rashford! What a goal! What a goal by Marcus Rashford! That is absolutely superb. That is justice jam on toast. That is magnificent. Absolutely magnificent by Marcus Rashford. The patience, Pogba to Rashford, skips past his man, whacks it in the bottom corner. Go and emigrate up your arse, Neymar, you Brazilian Theo Walcott, because Rashford's outshone you with brilliance there. Gerard Depardieu, David Ginola, Joan of Arc, and Napoleon Bonaparte, sit down, because your boys have taken one hell of a beating in Paris tonight. What a goal. What a way to finish the game. Manchester United will not be walking away from here without at least a win. This is absolutely fantastic from Rashford. And what did I say? Not clinical enough. Not clinical enough from Rashford today. But don't take him off and don't take Martial off, because they have been absolutely imperative to the way we've broken and hurt that defence. Ugh! Come on. Bruno comes off. Martial comes off. James and Van der Beek come on. Get in. Totally justified. Totally justified. Absolutely magic. Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, totally deserved as well. This is what we want to see. A team that plays for the team, that plays for the badge. Absolutely brilliant. Let's keep our heads now. Neymar shoots over. De Gea was worried for a moment. Oh, I love it. Do you love it? I love it. I bloody love it. The thing is as well, it's not a smash and grab. This is an evolution. This is not a smash and grab. This is an evolution of Manchester United because we actually deserve to win. We've played so well. Mark, if this turns out to be a winning goal, I can think we can forgive Rashford for not being clinical enough. Yeah, but this is the thing, Stephen. You don't take him off. TJ Sherritt, thanks for the super chat. If Greenwood was playing, we'd be 4-1 up, says Jacob. And Ollie 10 and man of match for me has been his best tactical game, says Ollie Morton Osland. And can we book Neymar a room with the ref now? Useless Pratt, says Baloo. It ain't over yet. I think there's so many big performances tonight. So many big performances from Manchester United tonight. And Fred's been one of them. I can't wait to do the player ratings. Remember, you can do your player ratings. The link is in the video description. Go to Man United, go to theunitedstand.com or go to the link in the video description next to the bell. Mark your players out of 10. All the players out of 10. 6 is average. Put a star next to your man of the match. Mark Ollie and then submit your score. And on the player ratings match reaction show I do straight after the game, I'll do my player ratings. We'll see what yours are in comparison. We had 20,000 votes for the Newcastle game, so I really hope you're going to get on there and get voting because it's been an absolutely fantastic performance from Manchester United tonight. Absolutely fantastic. The world is watching this tonight. The world is watching tonight, and they will be watching because the world is watching. This is the big game. This is Manchester United back in the Champions League. Oh, it's been incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I said it, didn't I? I said it with 15 minutes to go. Whatever happens tonight, and it could have gone the other way, whatever happens tonight, I would have said it in the match reaction anyway. Even if PSG had nicked it, we have been brilliant tonight. Tactically, player for player, everybody deserves credit tonight. I don't care what anybody says. We've been absolutely magical. Magical performance. Pogba's come on and done a great job. Telles before him was great. The tactical switch from a 5-3-2 to a 4-4-2. I mean, look, Sebastian says Ollie's a PE teacher. Where's all these people saying he's got no tactics, he's a PE teacher? Look, you might not think he's the man for Man United. I respect that. But the PE teacher stuff has always been, the no tactics thing has always been idiotic. I would say that those people who say that don't know football because he's just gone against the second best team in the world, kept them quiet for 65 minutes and then gone to a back four and dominated the midfield. PSG haven't had a look in the last 25 minutes. If you want to watch a game of football and tactically analyse it, watch this game. 65 minutes, back five, hit them on the break. The last 25 minutes, go to a back four and press them high up the pitch and dominate them. And we've done that. We've absolutely, since Pogba came on and we went to a back four, we've dominated them. We have kept them really, they've not been able to bypass our press. We've dominated them. I'm so impressed. You can't do that if you haven't got people like Luke Shaw and Aaron Wan-Bissaka who can basically go from a wing back and a left centre back to left back and right back. Tuanzebe adjusting into a centre back pairing with Lindelof. Lindelof brilliant as well. I think the back five, De Gea made some big saves as well. This is what big teams do against big teams. You're going to have to make saves against PSG. You're going to have to make tackles against PSG. And you're going to have to be good at passing against PSG. And all over the pitch. My only criticism is we've probably not been clinical enough. Because we could have beaten them 3 or 4-1. But we're nearly done. 30 seconds to go. JP Smith, thanks for that. Let's just have a quick look as well with 30 seconds to go here. 15 seconds to go. We're 100 subscribers away from 880,000. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. It's going to be a memorable night for United. United stand could hit 880,000. Please subscribe if you're new. Tuanzebe and Lindelof look solid. Everyone played well, says Richard Washington. And tactical masterclass. Ollie loves a night in Paris, says Anthony Jury. And absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Absolutely love it. Watch that 90 minutes back. So I had to just put this tweet out. You can check it on Mark Goldbridge. Absolutely superb. Superb from Manchester United. Get in, and get in again. Brilliant. Brilliant finish by Rashford. But the whole team was superb. Right. Links in the video description for player ratings. Get next to the bell. I'm going to be live again in a couple of minutes on the match reaction. You can go through the homepage or you can go through the video description, but make sure in between times you get on the unitedstand.com and you do your player ratings. I want loads of you to vote because there's been some cracking performances, and the more votes we get, the better the accuracy is on the algorithm when I put mine in. So unitedstand.com, or you can just go through the link in the video description. I'll see you on the match reaction in about 2 minutes. What a night for Manchester United. See you in a mo.